What's up? It's the Steel Toe Evening Show. I'm Aaron. That's April.
Hey.
How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to a very, very special edition of the Steel Toe Evening Show. I should have changed my hair.
You could have at least combed it.
A little bit. I've been sitting in a dentist chair all afternoon. That was fun. All to put a crown in. And you know what was really nice about it? I get done, and you go over to the station there to see how much of like your deductible you have to pay for the dental appointment and everything.
Yes.
I went over to do that, and they said, "No, you're good."
You're shitting me.
Yeah, so I guess when I paid for the original root canal, like I was paying for the whole thing.
That's pretty cool, at least.
Yeah. So
Well, that had to make you feel good.
Yeah, that made me feel great. I was ready to go, a few $100 for this one.
Does that make you want to go back?
No, I'm done with the dentist. I texted April today. I said, I'm done with the dentist for all of 2023. I'm not going.
I told him he should just rip his teeth out at this point and get implants.
Maybe. I might rip my teeth out.
I mean, one more thing like this tooth you had, and I feel like that's where we're at.
I've got a wisdom tooth that needs to come out.
That's going to be easy, though.
Back here. I'll do that in 2024. There's already a hole back there. Like there's a big cavity back there that like all the dead part of the tooth is gone.
It's gross.
It's disgusting, but it doesn't hurt.
Does it taste bad?
No, it doesn't hurt. I clean it out every night. My little hole, my little cavity hole.
You clean your hole.
I clean my wisdom tooth hole. And I look, if this last year hadn't been so fucking traumatic for me with this one tooth, I would go and make an appointment right now and I would get the wisdom tooth taken out. But on principle, it's not getting done until 2024.
I understand. I can, in fact, promise you, though, that Central Soda does a killer job getting those teeth out.
I'm sure they'll do a wonderful job, and they will be there when I need them. But right now, I will keep the gaping pussy hole in my wisdom tooth.
Smells the same.
If you skip a day and you clean it out, there is sometimes a funk.
That is so gross.
But
I'm going to assume every time you have bad breath now, that's what it is.
I never have bad breath. Now I have, but I will say this. I've had a partially like shaved down tooth for like 7 or 8 weeks now. So now having this crown back here is really, I can't, when you first get one, you just keep tonguing it.
Yeah.
I can't stop tonguing my crown.
Does it feel like full now?
Yeah.
It feels foreign or something like that?
It's awkward. It's so smooth and shiny.
I've never had a crown. I think I have one filling in my mouth, and it's over here.
I've got
and
two.
I always I can feel it.
I have 2 of them now. I have this one. This front one is fake. I knocked that out playing basketball. Mm-hmm. And then, this one back here because I didn't take care of it.
Yeah, I have one filling and a permanent retainer, which is kind of gay.
I mean, Jesus Christ, they got to drill it down. Nice thing is no Novocaine because it's root canal. You can't feel a thing.
Ew.
So they drill the whole thing down. Then they go, we have to make your crown. And I'm like, cool. How long is that? They're like, about 25 minutes. I'm like, fuck my ass.
You're lucky it wasn't a Dothraki crown.
Yes, that's good. That would have killed me. So I went out in the car and I listened. I turned on Compound Media. Anthony Cumia injured his knee. Could not be there today. Chrissy and Gino were taking over.
That sounds
fun. And I did shoot Anthony a DM. I told him to get better. And I also said, I was honest. I said, look, if you need anything from Steel Toe while you're out,
you did not.
Let me know. We'd love to help.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, there's not. I'm getting very bashful suddenly.
I wrote to Anthony.
I feel hot.
I said, hey, feel better, but if Gino and I need to do the Anthony Cumia show tomorrow,
of course,
it's on while you hunt, bitch. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
He's making up excuses to get me out of the house.
I don't know what to tell you.
Am I suddenly going hunting tomorrow now?
No, you can do a show with me. If you want to.
Okay.
He's not going to say anything. He's laid up with
How about we just get on there with Gino?
He had a cold before that. Now he's got a bad fucking knee. He ain't responding. I'll tell you that.
Oh, he's not?
He's not responding. He's got a bum knee and he's sick. I doubt that the Steel Toe guy that he's talked to once in his life, I doubt that I'm high on the list.
He seems to like us.
And let's keep it that way.
What I'm confused about, though, is because you have a bum knee, you can't text.
No, he's probably just got other things to worry about.
Okay.
That's all. All right, let's talk to you guys a little bit. Then we've got some stories to get to. Let me explain how tonight's show is going to go. So from now until the top of the hour, whatever that is for you, wherever you live, for us, we're Central Time. It's 8 o'clock. So from 7 to 8 o'clock, we're going to be doing our show as we normally would. At 8 o'clock, we're going to join the Uncle Rico Show, which is Shuli, Bob, Mike Morse, those guys bagging the shit out of Stuttering John Melendez.
I can't wait.
And we've taken a long break from John.
Yeah.
John hasn't taken a break from us. I've seen his Clamoring Carl account on Twitter, and boy, he is desperate.
He is none too pleased with you.
Oh, boy, is he. Have you seen some of the stuff he's dragging up?
I have not seen it the last couple days. I think the last time I saw it, he was still on the Iowa thing and the me getting beaten thing.
Oh, okay. Well, he's still on the you getting beaten thing.
Really?
But he's kind of like Chad. I don't know if they share notes or whatever. Failed at marriage, failed at radio.
Yeah.
He's on that whole kick. So he's pretty obsessed still.
Okay.
At this point. Maybe we can get the confirmation tonight that Clamoring Carl is indeed John. Here's what I don't get. Why does John block me on Twitter only to write to me as the Clamoring Carl guy? Why not just cut out the middleman?
It does seem kind of phony.
It seems kind of silly, to be honest. But so we're going to be doing our regular show now, and then we're going to do Uncle Rico at 8, but it's going to be on this channel. Shuli, I was very honored that Shuli wanted us this badly to do the show. He said, can you do Uncle Rico tonight? I said, we do a live show from 7 to 9 Central. He said, well, Uncle Rico's at 8. I said, is there another day where we could accommodate you? We really want to do the show. He goes, I got an idea. Why don't you live stream us doing the show while you're doing it? We'll simulcast it.
It's really an honor.
And I'm like, well, dude, you guys have a Patreon, you know? Like this, you got 1,000 people on the Uncle Rico Patreon. So here's the deal. Since we're looking so good goal-wise, as you can see, there's only $140 left for tomorrow morning. Why don't you guys go sign up for the Uncle Rico Patreon today and check that out, try it out, and see if you like it, and throw those guys a little something.
Pretty cool.
For how cool they've all been to us, Bob, Mike, and Shuli. Let's go in. Let's talk to you guys first. I want to say thank you to Gary Crouch. Says for your loyalty to King Ant, the only reason I know about WATP, Uncle Rico, and you folks. My 4 horsemen. Well, thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that. That's also cool. Puts us 135 away from knocking things out.
Thank you.
Tomorrow. And then, of course, no goal tomorrow night because it is a prize show. If you're a member or a VIP, you're looking good for tomorrow. We'll also do a $250 cash drawing tomorrow for all of you. Anyone who wants to qualify for that one.
You're in.
Can be in on that one. K-Fallen the Great says, Aaron, get it out ASAP or the tooth will decay and cause infection or break.
That's also true.
That's very true. But I know when there's an infection. Your gums are inflamed. It hurts.
Yeah.
I'm taking very good care of it right now.
Okay.
I don't think, notice April's not pushing me too hard on this. The reason being, she knows how traumatized I've been the last year by the dentist.
It's not only the trauma that I know you've been through, it's equally as miserable for me dealing with you being traumatized. You're not fun to be around.
You know what this wisdom tooth is? It's like when you're in high school or college and a chunk of your bumper's missing, but the car still runs. And you're just like,
I know those people.
You're like, fuck it. I know cosmetically it looks bad, but it's getting me from A to B. Let's just.
It's like the guy across the street when he backed into his car and he never fixed it.
And I said, I don't want to put this on insurance or anything because it's such a ticky-tack deal. I pushed in his fender a little. So I said, go get an estimate. I will pay you for the estimate. I'll no questions asked. I'll pay for it.
I think it was the first week we had the Tahoe here too. The
yes,
very first week we bought the Tahoe, he backs into the neighbor's car.
That's when I found out what a well-built tank the Tahoe is because I bumped into that Toyota Camry and nothing happened to my vehicle, but his
whole
fender was
caved in.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I don't know how much a fender can be for a Camry, but he didn't feel like fixing it.
Not much.
So he could have at least, said, hey, I'm not getting it fixed, but how about a little something?
He didn't say anything.
No, he never said anything.
I think he's shy. His wife is a lot more outgoing, I think.
Maybe. Well, then tell her, go get your fucking car fixed.
Do you want me to bring it up now?
Yes!
2 years later?
Say, my husband has been dying.
Almost 3 years later.
My husband has been dying to get your car fixed for you. Fucking.
You know what? When they get back, I'll tell her.
Tell him I've got money in a pickle jar for him. Been keeping it there.
I'll let her know.
It's been dying and rotting from inflation. Nothing wrong with a little Novocaine. I don't have any Novocaine. If I do talk fucked up tonight, though, it is because my tongue really swelled up like a bitch from when I bit it on Sunday.
And why did you bite your tongue?
Because I was eating a pea and cheese pasta salad, and I was chomping down on that son of a bitch like crazy. I can't. When you bite that part of your tongue. I don't know if you've ever had this. But you bite that part of your tongue where for 2 or 3 days, your tongue doesn't fit between your teeth anymore.
Like the side of it?
Yeah.
I feel like my tongue is always fit.
No, when you bite it and it swells and it doesn't, mine doesn't fit.
I've
now.
never bit my tongue that bad.
Yeah, mine doesn't sit.
Maybe you should stop trying to eat your tongue.
I have to tuck my tongue into my.
Aaron's a tucker. Confirmed.
Tucker Carlson. Gurmy says, did you virtually put his penis in your mouth? No, I did not virtually put Anthony Cumia's penis in my mouth. That is a disgusting, terrible rumor.
How about his knee? What do you think his knees look like?
I smooched it to make it feel better.
Okay.
That's all I did. I just gave it a nice little smooch so he felt better. All right, I'm trying to catch up, and I keep losing my place when the chat goes crazy. When the Chad goes crazy.
The Chad is always crazy.
We got a Chad Elisa Jordana meetup to cover in just a second here. It'll be a quick thing. It's not going to be a full.
Is it the thing that our little birdie also alerted me to this morning? Did you find out from a bird of ours? No.
Frank?
I got information today.
Frank?
Nope.
Oh, Frank was better? No, I got this from Frank.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, I got this shirt from Frank.
I think I got something different then about those two together.
The tweet? It wasn't the tweet?
Yes? Question mark?
That's not a big deal. You can say that.
No, I just think they're both talking to each other. And the person that sent it to me was like alleging like, hey, maybe.
Is it this? Is it that one? Because that's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just cute and fun, and I was going to have some fun.
I just
with
thought it was very funny they're getting together.
Look, two
and
victims.
doing things.
Two steel toe victims. Two people who have been pummeled into submission by steel toe.
Hey, maybe they'll both get married finally.
I'm punching
And
down.
then they can also fail at marriage.
I understand I'm punching down. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? He marries Elisa. They
She kills
divorce. Yeah, oh, well, no, I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? No, you complete me. Go back to ripping off DSP? No. You've changed things.
Oh my God.
Remember, Chad, everything goes on tilt. He's treating you like he does Zumach. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm so far behind in the chat, it's ridiculous. S612 Motorsports says, you need a video or something when the show ends. It currently ends very abruptly. Much love. Well, maybe we'll play the music out.
Like we need an outro?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Hey, why do I podcast? Like he's a towel
Kevin.
boy. Yeah, like he's a towel boy. Kevin, I need an outro and I want it mixed with music.
I wish he was here to like come running.
Yes. Oh, Kevin. And he comes running in. I want him to wear a fez.
Yes. Oh God,
Yeah.
yes. I want him to sit right over there on his computer and work.
That's what I like to do to really dedicated fans. I like to demean them and make them feel less than human. I'm like Elisa Jordana.
But you also lie to them and tell them you love them.
You're so pretty. Informal Warfare says...
Everybody's a buzz about the toe guy.
Yes, exactly. D. Gulag says, Steele is looking fine tonight. You do
Thank
look
you.
good, Steele.
I came right out of the woods, actually.
Oh. That's what she calls my dick. Rusty Grammer says, did y'all smash the fucking like button yet? Yeah, go ahead and do that. Subscribe to the channel.
Fuck it.
Pushing 6,600. So like it, subscribe, do the whole thing. We appreciate that. John and Chad can't share notes. Neither of them can write. Says Standalone Cakecorn. That's a great goddamn point.
It is.
Thank you very much. I already thanked Gary Crouch, but thank you again, sir. Clamoring Carl is not Stut Joe. He isn't that clever. Okay, well, then it means it's someone
sure?
who likes Stuttering John, and that's just gross.
He knows too much then, because didn't we catch that sock account replying to
Writing back
Stuttering
as it
John?
was John, yeah. So
I feel like that's definitely him.
who knows? We got some crazy shit going on. Thank you very much to Hadouken for the $5.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Mikey Two Milk says, I came here from free beer and hot wings. What's this show about?
Steel and toes.
B. Smiley says, I'm about 5'10", but I'd be 6'5" if my body was proportional to my thumbs. All right.
What them thumbs do.
Destroy anuses around the country. That's what those things do.
Oh, God, that's gross.
I'm just skipping around here to the good stuff. Scott Richards Tasca says, I interrupted Elisa's live stream earlier. Where can I send the clip? Twitter would be good. Email would be good. Facebook Messenger would be good. You send it there. I'll find it.
I like how Staska's kind of been in everyone's shit now lately. That's kind of fun.
I like that. Dusty Rhodes says, how about learn to drive, if you will? Well, you see, Daddy, there's no reason why your Tahoe can't back it out of the driveway, Daddy. There's plenty of clearance between the curb and the Toyota Camry, baby. So there's no reason that you can't get from point A to point Z, baby, without breaking the pay window just to fix a man's bumper. That's hard times, daddy. When a Tahoe backs into your Camry because that rich man across the street never gave a shit about you in the first place, daddy. That's hard times.
That guy literally doesn't even want to talk to you. Do you think the car thing helped?
I don't know.
He still drives it.
I don't understand why people don't like me. I'm such a good guy.
Yeah.
Such a nice
obviously.
guy. Let's continue on. Again, I lost the chat, so what the fuck are you going to do? Chad and Elisa when tards collide. Chad will take on Elisa's last name. Chad Jordana. Not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Brad says, I've known Chad for almost 15 years, never seen him with a girl or even talked to one. He could be gay.
Interesting.
You know, Brad, he actually mentioned you in his Monday podcast. I got to listen to all of it.
Yeah, I did see that name.
And he mentioned you in his podcast. He must have a real boner for you. He does not get over things very well. He's like, I hold a grudge. I don't want to be funny with the steel toe guy. Well, that's good because he's not doing that. He goes, I want to be mean to him.
That's not how he started, though. I think it was just last week you and I were listening to him, and he said, no, I don't have any reason to have beef with this guy.
I don't care. I don't have any reason to have beef. It's fine. It's no big deal. And now today it's, I want to be mean to him. It's like, all right, well, here's the problem. Here's where you lose there, Chad. While you're being mean, we're watching you get outraged and going, ah, ha, 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 ha. So we're here laughing and our fans are having a good time. You're raging and 19 of the 20 people listening to you are there to watch you melt down. So
there are people.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're handling it wrong, but it's weird because he's handling it wrong for him, but he's handling it perfect for us.
Oh, yeah, keep going.
Chad's always played right into our hands, and it's not hard. David with $9.99 says everyone knows it hurts to get kicked by a steel toe boot.
It does, can confirm.
It is. I wouldn't know what the fuck that is. No clue.
I've owned several.
Rupert and Wildcard both with $5. Rupert says you're not popular or rich enough to have someone like that. I know. Quit reminding me. Wildcard says, I miss the King of Kings theme music. So do I, but I also don't want to get popped by YouTube every single goddamn day.
I miss that so much I put it on my phone.
Oh, well, I'm glad everybody gets to listen to it.
It's a good one.
I still want the Opie Chad Zumach Stuttering John show. I think it would be great.
You could pitch that over to Keemstar and see if he'd promote it.
Citizen M says, Aaron thinks I fell in love with Elisa Jordana, so I'm making an hour-long porcelain video autistically dismantling her self-worth. Attaboy. Attaboy. We need a good porcelain video. I like porcelain.
Good one.
Paul Polito says, Mr. Toe and Mrs. Steele sit around and talk about some shit. Sometimes it's interesting or funny. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
I think. Let's continue on here. All right, now I think I'm getting caught up. Now we're making some headway. Genta says, yes, it's annoying. Anyone could defend him, but again, he can't pull off a long game like clamoring Carl. All right, so they're saying it's not him.
That's very weird.
Raider Hawk Media, I agree with you, sir. Rest in peace, Pat from Moonaki. Did we shout out Pat from Moonaki last night? We did.
Yes, you did.
Good. Of course, the O&A staple. Very sad to hear that he passed away, but I also heard he wasn't in very good health. So
right.
You sometimes you hope that like those things are more of like the end of suffering more than anything else.
He's in a better place, so to speak.
Quote unquote. And I don't think you have to be a God person.
No.
To say that they're in a better place. Because
you're not hurting anymore.
Right. For a lot of people, just returning to the earth and being nothing is better than what you were going through.
You can plant me in the woods somewhere.
I think that's how long I want to live. Long enough to where, like you've seen it, I don't know if you've seen it with grandparents, but I've seen it with like a great-grandparent, or you see it with some people, you hear from others that a relative gets so old that you ask them like, what's up? They're like, I'm just waiting to die, man.
I have seen that.
Okay.
I don't think either of my grandmas wanted to die, but you could tell they probably should at some point.
Yeah.
They were kind of and that's not supposed to be mean, it's just they were at a point where they're not doing well.
Like to me, I think the point where all your friends are gone and it feels like you're the last one at a party, I'll probably be ready then.
Well, that sucks. Why are you such a downer?
Oh. Well, because I'm trying to take the scary thing and humanize it so I can find a way to be cool with it.
Yeah, and now I'm like frantically thinking about where I want to be buried.
You don't want to be burned? We got to talk about that.
No, you know what? That's true. I don't want anyone seeing me after I'm dead. Roast me over a fire. I don't care.
That's not how they do it, but
the incinerator's fine.
It shall be done on earth as it is in heaven.
You can put me in my parents' wood boiler.
There you go. Ryan SVG says, when are you guys having Perry Caravello on? I've become addicted to watching him rage thanks to you and Uncle Rico.
He's so great.
I've been talking to Tom. I can't wait to talk to Perry. I want to talk to the Uncle Rico guys tonight and ask them when they're having Perry on because I want to have a Perry race. I'm tired of getting these people second and third.
It does feel like sloppy seconds at some point.
You know who I got to start kicking the shit out of when it comes to guests is Husey.
He gets around.
Oh, there's a piece of
what the fuck am I looking at?
That's a piece of the adhesive that was on around my tooth.
Can I tell you what I thought happened?
What?
I thought you had a tonsil stone.
No.
You've threatened me with those to my face before.
That's my second hunk of adhesive I've spit out today because they don't get all of it when they scrape around it, and it gets stuck in certain places and just kind of comes out. It happens.
Hot.
Toe the Nutless Wonder Boy with 199 says, love tonight's show. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
So thank you guys very much. You're very sweet. Thank you, Matt Hatter, for resubscribing. We're 120 away from tomorrow morning's goal. Brad said, what did Chad say about me? I bet it wasn't funny. Oh, he's still angry at you because you're a failed comic and you're not a comedian anymore because you're a failure.
And you probably stole whatever woman he was after.
I'm sure, but I don't. He's not after a woman. He's after an old man's credit card. That's all. The way to a woman's heart is through her stomach, and the way to her stomach is through a stolen credit card.
Well, you can pay for it.
I want to live to 100, someone says. No, thank you. I don't want to live to an age where it hurts to get up.
The kids fucking do this.
50.
For some reason, whenever you're down here on the computer, I'm making supper, the kids always go to me and like, hey, how long am I going to live? Like, they sit and ask me how long they're going to exist on this earth.
What do you tell them?
I always tell them, like, because they want an honest answer, I said, if you want my honest opinion with the medical advances they're making, I bet you live to like 100, 110.
Because we're at our average is at
they're
what,
pretty
like
young
80
still.
now?
Yeah.
So it'll probably be about 85 or 90 when we get up there. Yeah, it'll probably be 100 or so.
With all the advances they make, I think so.
Unless we're all dead.
And then the oldest always says, no, I only want to live as long as you guys do. And I'm like, that's not how this works.
That's not how this is supposed to work.
No.
You've
got to well outlive us.
Terry Nee with $10 says, I want to die in my sleep like granddaddy, not like the 3 screaming grandkids in the back seat. What the fuck? All right.
Thank you, Terry.
All right. All right, guys, let's get into some stuff, shall we? Let's do this quick Chad and Elisa thing. Then we got a couple of stories. Then it's Uncle Rico. You guys are going to get to watch the Uncle Rico show.
Can't believe it.
While we're on it, I hope you enjoy. Chad Zumach and Elisa Jordana had a back and forth on Twitter about me. It was my tweet about how Elisa Jordana is not doing Kermit and Friends anymore. She's an IRL streamer, which might be the saddest thing I think I've ever heard anyone say.
I can't even imagine wanting to bring my phone to the things I do in public.
Dude, and she brings like a little speaker.
As in camera.
She brings a speaker out. I saw her today. She was dancing with like strange homeless people.
Yeah.
It was sad. It was really sad.
It's not a good look.
And so she goes out there, she does this IRL streaming, and because Steel Toe kicked her in the teeth so hard and beat up her community so bad after they were all swatting us and everything, she decided she was going to quit her podcast. Kermit and Friends is done. And I think if she was thinking about picking it up sometime, Kevin and Bob finished that off yesterday.
Well, and of course she said it has nothing to do with us, remember?
Right. Misery Loves Company finished it off, so she's not doing Kermit and Friends anymore. Well, now she's only doing IRL streaming. So I bragged about it on Twitter. I said, hey, between Chad deleting his video or privating his video right when we're about to play it. So Chad's watching. Chad, stop. Look, buddy, unburden yourself. You look like a guy with tense shoulders. You're shaking all the time. You've chewed away your top lip. I mean, your nerves and your anxiety and your fear of all these different shows coming at you, you won't admit it verbally, so it's attacking you physically. Unburden yourself and go, yeah, I fucking listen to Steel Toe. He shits on me once or twice a week. I don't like it, and I want to monitor it to make sure he's not playing my shit.
I pleaded with him last night. Just play with us.
And instead, yesterday, he goes, oh, somebody told me he was doing it. Really? That's why we got 3 seconds into the video and all of a sudden privated?
We hadn't even gotten to the video yet.
Chad, you're a terrible comic, but you're an even worse liar.
Just play with us.
So
it's more fun.
He then decides he's going to White Knight for Elisa Jordana. And now remember, Chad has me muted. Remember, he wrote that big shit-talking thing to me about all the things I'm terrible at. I'm just so bad at all these things, to which I responded, Okay, sure, fine. That's all right. I'm still better than you.
I did fail at those, but you know.
Not as hard as you have.
You don't have a paunch yet.
So, right, I don't have a bloated alcohol face yet. So Chad goes in simping for Elisa and says he's completely delusional with his show and his abilities. Again, fair. Be better than me. He has a show titled that he made me quit the internet because I took a week off sit-down Zumach. Oh, Chad, I find the fiction section so interesting. The reality of that is, the title of the episode is Chad Zumach quits the internet and gets in a car accident. Remember that 5.5 minute diatribe he went on about how he's leaving the internet for a while, he's taking a break because he doesn't care about any of us, but he's got to get away from these people.
Wasn't he going to go put his toesies in the sand?
He's going to go put his toesies in the sand. He made a gay little playlist for himself on his Apple Music. He was going to frolic and play, and he was going to make sandcastles.
How do you frolic when you're hurt from your car accident?
Well, you know, he needed a little frolicking after his, after my car, my car accident. Oh, my God. Oh, my arms hurt so bad. Oh, God, Jesus, that car.
You're sure moving a lot.
Oh, but it hurts him. I forgot. Oh.
Can you get that for me down there?
Oh, yeah, sure. Here. There you go.
Oh, that's
okay. Oh, my car accident. Oh, the girl I was with that didn't have a dick under her dress. Oh, shit. Anyway.
Well, I'm glad to see you're feeling better.
Feeling great.
Okay.
So then he wanted to go stick his toesies in the water, listen to some Zac Brown band, you know, whatever the fuck he does.
Shawn Mendes, probably.
Probably, you know what? More of a Shawn Mendes
Mendes
guy. You know, there's nothing holding him back. And he goes, that's right, there is that. Like, he listens like Ray Kroc and the Founder listen to those motivation tapes.
Yeah.
Why should I settle when other men won't? I don't know, because you're not Ray Kroc, motherfucker. Well, anyway, so we never said we made him quit the internet. He said we made him quit the internet. I never met anyone more delusional and annoying. Yes! What do I always say when we get in these things?
That you're more annoying than anyone.
You're not going to win because I am far more annoying than you are. So, Chad, thank you for conceding the point. He says it's quite the feat because I'm about to turn 48 December 27th this year.
Oh.
And you're still doing this?
We almost have the same birthdays.
Fuck.
Damn, we should all have a party together.
See, Chad, this is where I tell you need to be more honest. Like, I'm liberated. I tell you I'm an annoying scumbag piece of shit who just likes to goof on people and make people laugh during the morning and evening hours. You won't do that. You're taking yourself so seriously, and you won't be pushed around, big man. You gotta quit taking yourself so seriously or you're not gonna make it to 50.
I'm convinced that's where his upper lip went. You know, when people get so serious, they kind of just, their mouth goes rigid.
Yeah, he ground it and chewed it off.
I think it's gone from that. Yeah.
So Elisa then writes to him, he's just trying to attach himself to anyone with an audience. Just mute him and he will go away. And then Chad responds with, oh, he is, meaning I am muted. So Chad's telling Elisa, they're talking to each other, by the way. And this was my grand plan, to get these two together because they deserve each other and they would make such a cute couple, you two.
No babies, though. We can't have babies here.
Fuck it. I want them procreating.
No.
Yes.
No, you don't. We don't need more of them.
I want Chad and Elisa to have weird autistic kids. So you don't think Chad would throw beer cans at them during the football game? Of course he would.
Solid chance.
Of course
He'll
would.
train them to go get the beer can first and then he'll throw it at them when it's empty.
I can't do it. It's not cold enough, goddammit.
I can't hear it.
So anyway, Elisa and Chad start coping together. Is there anything cuter than a couple's cope?
No.
Nothing.
I don't think so. It's heartwarming.
Elisa Jordana and Chad Zumach talking with each other on Twitter about what a big, mean, nasty guy I am.
So, hey, what was the original?
There's the link, by the way, if you want it.
What was the original tweet that they responded to? Because if they both had you muted, how did they see it?
I don't know. It was me saying I'm 2-0 because Chad deleted his video and Elisa's not doing her show anymore.
I have a theory that he doesn't really have you muted. He's just telling you that you are because there's no way of knowing.
Well, he deleted a couple more tweets yesterday after I kind of smacked them around on him. So, I don't know. It's always fun with those two, though. I got to say, I'm having a blast.
I'm about to have a bigger blast.
Oh, yeah?
I like this one.
The next story?
Oh, man.
I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, Elisa doing IRL shit, she'll be fun to watch forever now. And Chad ain't going away anytime soon. And I got Brendan this week. I've got some Opie this week. We just did DSP. It feels like the Rogues Gallery of lol cows is refilled again.
It feels like Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even been able to do any Tony Michaels.
That's fine.
My cup runneth over.
Yeah, I think Tony Michaels is too one-trick pony anyways.
All right.
When you've seen one stream.
I'll ride that fucking pony right into the ground.
I bet you will.
Speaking of riding ponies, Kim and Kanye, not fucking anymore, of course, divorced, and they have settled their divorce. And if you don't think that maybe a certain group of people aren't out to get Kanye West,
oh man,
yay, I'm sorry. Let me ask you some leading questions here.
Okay, I'm ready.
How much money is Kim Kardashian worth?
Billions.
About
a billion.
Billion and a half.
We'll go low, $1 billion.
How much is Kanye worth? How much was like JP Morgan Chase and TMZ and all of them bragging that they knocked Kanye's wealth down? By the way, for the mere crime of criticizing Jews in media and banking. What did they whittle his net worth down to?
I believe like 400 million.
400 million. So all Kanye said was, boy, black people have been getting fucked over by the management in Hollywood and music, and a lot of those people tend to be Jews. And if you say anything about that, they try to silence you. They immediately started kicking him out of banks, freezing his accounts, threatening to put him in institutions. Literally, a PSYOP special agent from Canada threatened to put him in a mental institution and jack him up with lithium till he was a zombie if he didn't stop talking bad about the Jews.
It's fucked up.
So then Harvey Levin and all these people at TMZ are bragging about how Kanye's only worth $400 million. Oh, Adidas won't drop him? Well, we're going to put swastikas next to Adidas until they do. So all the stuff Kanye said came true. Whether that means he was right about everything, I'll let you guys draw your own conclusions.
Fortune teller.
But if she's worth $1 billion and he's worth $400 million, April, we're both pretty well aware of the rules in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Would Kanye be paying any child support in the state of Minnesota?
Doesn't sound that way, no.
He would not. Because in Minnesota, it's based on income, and that's the percentage you should pay.
Yep.
Is based on your ability.
Income and then how often you have them, I think. The split.
No, once it gets over like 30%, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But under 30%, yeah, it does. But after 30, it's minuscule.
Fuck it.
So Kim and Kanye have settled their divorce. Kanye is going to be paying her. I'm going to put this up on the screen because you guys won't fucking believe me. Kim is going to get $200,000 a month in child support. What's their youngest? 4?
Not even, I don't think.
Let's say 3.
Okay.
15. So let's see. That's $2.5 million.
I think their oldest is around 10.
$5 million every 2 years. So let's go $5 million every 2 years. And he's got about 15 years left with that one, divided 7. $35 million fucking dollars in child support. Now, if you're Kanye, do you just like offer, hey, you want $30 million? We'll just call this thing.
Yes, I've always said that. Like, if you've got the money, why don't you just offer a lump check?
But what's she gonna do with it?
Buy some things.
But it doesn't
I
matter.
don't know. If she is over a billionaire. So.
Okay, if I have $200 and you offer, I mean, isn't that pennies? Isn't $200,000 a month literally the equivalent of pennies if I had $200?
You'd think she'd wipe her ass with $200K.
She wouldn't notice it.
Right.
She wouldn't wipe her ass with it. She wouldn't even know it was there.
It does kind of seem like a situation where maybe we could have skipped the child support.
Right. It feels to me like Kanye's continuing to get bent over.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that lawyers...
Lawyer fucked me.
I'm not saying that lawyers tend to be... Let's just look up who Kim Kardashian... Kim...
She's technically a lawyer herself now, isn't she?
Kim Kardashian divorce lawyer. Let's see. Who is Kim Kardashian's divorce lawyer? Laura Wasser. All right, let me look something up. This is something I Google every once in a while, but I never read it to you guys while I'm typing it.
Make sure it's not on the screen.
Oh boy.
Notice anything?
Guys, the answer to the question you may be thinking is, sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is.
Intentional, maybe.
I'm just saying that they all seem to have it out for this fucking guy. I'm not saying he hasn't painted the target on his back.
Look, he said a few things.
But
how we have to ask ourselves how he got there.
$200,000 a month. I have a hard time believing that her lawyer didn't take this a little personally and went, I'm gonna make this motherfucker pay. Yeah, I'm gonna break him down.
'Cause why not?
Ooh boy. So Kanye's gonna be paying $200,000 a month when he's worth less money than his ex-wife is.
And that's just that kind of exposes another level of fuckery too, because don't the women always get treated better in that type of situation anyways, like the mothers do?
Yeah, this
typically
isn't gonna help that stereotype.
No.
I don't think.
And no, Brittany, I would not let Kim Kardashian represent me. You're correct.
Yeah. I would.
I mean, no.
I want Laura Wasser.
Me too. Or I want that chick from the Amber Heard trial, the hot one.
Oh,
Camille Vasquez.
Camille Vasquez, the one we
whatever.
all wanted Johnny Depp to fuck, but he didn't.
She is really fuckable.
Speaking of really fuckable, April turned me on to this young woman the other day, and I think April found her more attractive than I did. Damn near.
Says who?
The World Cup chick. Now, the World Cup is taking place in Qatar, and they don't like gays and women's skin.
No skin
Qatar.
allowed.
Serious Muslim country. They don't fuck around. They've been kicking people out for wearing rainbows, boobies, and crusader outfits.
Wearing boobies.
They've been wearing boobies.
So that shop teacher cannot go.
Oh, she'd be. First of all, they'd mutilate her for multiple reasons. They wouldn't call her either. No. So rainbows, titties, and crusader outfits are the three things you're getting kicked out of the World Cup for so far. Well, model Ivana Knoll decided to be. I'm going to call her a freedom fighter.
A little risque.
Well, no, this goes deeper than just being a little risque. She's being an activist.
Okay.
She's fighting for justice.
Sure.
She's an actual justice warrior. She's putting herself out there.
Literally.
To fight the power. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ivana Knoll. There she is. You might look at her and go, wow, what a humble freedom fighter. But, this girl's got a little bit of spunk to her, a little bit of edge.
Tiny bit.
And that edge is they don't want you fucking dressing like this at the World Cup.
Look, there's a lot of edge going on.
So she wore this outfit to a World Cup match this week, and I believe was asked to leave. Was she not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She was asked to leave.
I'm pretty sure.
Because she's wearing too many titties.
What I don't like, though, is if you're going to just kick her out anyways, how did she get in?
She probably showed her tits to the guy taking tickets, and he went, ah.
I feel like don't tease us all with letting her in.
I think a castrated imam probably threw her out. He was like, you have nothing to threaten me with.
You can't stand next to my husband.
A stunning soccer fan decided to rock a sexy outfit as she cheered on her team at the World Cup over the weekend, despite Qatar's strict dress code. Model Ivana Knoll, who's known as the World Cup's hottest fan, posed for pics in a revealing red and white dress while attending the Croatia-Canada game on Sunday, with her shoulders and knees fully exposed.
Look at how fucking adorable she is. You're going to kick that out?
Isn't that cute?
That's wholesome. Almost.
I don't know how it's being held up.
Tape. Garment.
So?
It's garment tape, yeah.
Okay. Because that thing looks like a stiff breeze is going to expose the world to the garden. That's all.
Poor us, right?
Yeah, the goddamn fans.
No, she's really pretty, though.
These fans don't know. So you agree? You're really pretty. Yeah. Of course, Qatar takes a modest approach to clothing. No.
What?
And anyone who visits is strongly encouraged to follow the guidelines. In fact, the country's tourism page specifically states both men and women are expected to show respect for local culture by avoiding excessively revealing clothing in public. This is her in the stands during the World Cup.
It's fine. I mean, if she bends over, her whole ass is out.
And her pussy.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where the guys at the bar look over at each other and go, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah. And the girls. The girls all know that, too.
Yeah. So there she is, just hanging out at the world. Hey, lady, you're going to miss the game.
Again, though, my problem is if you're going to kick her out, you can't have her in there. Don't let her in.
Here's some more. Here's some Ivana Knoll gallery shots from TMZ. Just in case you think these pictures from the World Cup are a fluke, that would be
she
her.
pretty looks good in any scenery, huh?
Oh, there's a giant ass. I'm out. Oh, I don't like
Aaron's not
that.
an ass
I don't
guy.
like that.
You don't like which part?
It's oddly shaped.
I
I
will
don't
say-
like big meaty asses.
Hold on. When they wear like Brazilian bottoms like that, it does make your ass look bigger.
All right.
So she might not be
She
as
might be okay.
disproportionate as you think.
Okay, she might. Oh no. Okay, she's all right. She's pushing it for me though. She's pushing it for me. Well, she had a big diarrhea poop, and the sand stuck to her ass cheeks. I want to do a challenge where you give me like the hottest picture you can find, and I find a way to make it gross.
How about those ones I sent you the one time? Make those gross.
Oh, of you? I can't show those on YouTube.
No. I thought this was private.
No. I want to do it as like a show bit.
Okay.
Like
I will find you something.
Like everyone looks at this one, they're like, "Oh, that's fucking hot." I'll be like, "I bet you it's not." Look,
You-
she just took a big chili shit and she didn't wipe properly, and then she sat in the sand, and now all the sand is stuck to her anus. In fact, if you spread those cheeks, it's nothing but dark brown sand, runny and shit.
Okay, I'm out now.
Oh, she's bored.
Oh, she likes that red checker shit out everywhere,
does.
huh?
Probably, I think is that Croatia or Canada? Who's she rooting for?
Canada, right?
Wrong answer. The
Really?
correct answer is who gives a fuck?
I'm literally writing my notes. Find hot ladies.
Find hot pictures and then make them ugly.
Oh, I'm warm now.
A lot of people in the chat just saying hottest picnic table I've ever
Seriously.
seen. I love her. You and my husband should watch Mean Girls together, says Brittany.
I would. Oh,
That's
shit.
it meant me. God damn it.
I was gonna say I'd love to watch it with Ed Sheeran. That's what her husband looks like.
Oh, that's right. He does look like Ed Sheeran. That would creep me the fuck out.
my
He's not
lady
allowed
friend.
to. If we watch that movie together, he's not allowed to look at me.
She claims that he's actually blonde and not a redhead.
Okay. Till I see different. Raider Hawk Media says Raquel Welch or Linda Carter in their prime. I'll say Raquel Welch. They're saying way to kill the boner, Aaron. Dude, I'm pretty sure I could do that with any photo.
Marquise again, my man. He says April has a nicer wagon than her.
All right. I don't know how you'd know that, but.
How would he know that?
Kane J says, nice way to get your wife to find the pics for you. I applaud. Attaboy.
I did write it down.
Gino says, how come April can say it? Oh, she said it makes her ass look bigger. Yeah, Gino, it's not, you got to get that word off your brain. I mean,
I did enunciate the B.
yeah. I mean, I know, I understand you're triggered by that language.
If you'd like the other version, I'll text it to you later.
I tell you what, Gino, you tell the boss tonight. You tell him that, look, boss, you rest that knee. You just take care of yourself. You just, you look out for you. And Aaron and I will handle the Anthony Cumia show tomorrow. It'll be fine.
That would be so great.
It'll be a stellar show. Perfect. We'll work out great. We
Are
won't
we
burn the
flying
place
in?
down while he's gone. Well,
That'd be fun.
what do we got going on tomorrow?
Dick. Nothing. See?
We see. We see.
Yeah, that means we have to go to New York, though.
What a terrible fucking place. All right, we got about 15 minutes before we have to go talk to the Uncle Rico guys at the top of the hour, so we got plenty of stuff we can get to. I'm pushing off Opie. I'm pushing off Brendan. We'll do all those tomorrow or Thursday, I think. Cliff F says NYC ain't that bad. I bet you still the touristy places
It's
are still
fine.
pretty
No, it
decent.
is. Besides our friends at Compound, I have friends that live there and they enjoy it. So,
Marquis says Aaron's tits look great when he was arguing with Wheezy. Thank you. I bet you they were
did they puff?
probably bouncing quite a bit.
We yelled last night. I don't like that. I don't like yelling.
I got people. Gino says Chad is live. Of course he is. He sees that we're live and I'm going to be on Rico and he's reacting to my every move. I fucking love it.
That is wild.
So anyway, when we were yelling at Wheezy yesterday,
Yes.
I got a bunch of messages from people. They were saying, oh, I love it when vindictive Aaron comes out and goes for a walk. And I'll say this. It's a fun part of my personality that I have. I get it.
I know
And
what you're going to say.
And it's very entertaining. I will say it's always been remarkably taxing.
It's exhausting.
When I didn't take inventory of how taxing that part of my personality was, I was a lot unhappier person. And what I didn't realize was I was carrying a lot of that with me. So like last night when I do that and I realize what that part of my personality does to me, I let it go when I'm done. But when you let it go when you're done, you go, oh my God, I'm exhausted.
I was so tired last night.
That was
I don't like yelling. That guy was so remarkably stupid, though.
He was
just remarkable.
Insanely
I've
stupid.
never seen that before.
Yeah, you know what, Gino? You take yourselves and 6 of your best Navy SEALs and head on over there and say hello for all of us. You know?
Gino said trigger in the chat.
Oh, yes, Trigger.
Thank you for enunciating with all capital letters.
Is our boy live? Let's see how he's doing. Should we go see? I hope he
I
is.
get his notifications. Let's find out.
Let's see if he... Oh, he was lying. God damn it.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I wanted to watch.
He is live on Instagram.
Oh, fuck.
He went live. You have Instagram.
I know, but I don't give a shit about Instagram.
It's the same person.
But nobody cares about Instagram. He's not going on YouTube anymore because all the troll people ruined it for him.
So follow him to Instagram. You have it for a reason.
Good. He's not that good.
You were pretty excited.
Gino. Oh, you know what? I just realized Gino's behind in the chat because he's saying
buddy.
that would be insanely silly and stupid fun. I think he means the compound thing.
Oh, buddy.
Gino's behind. God damn it, Bisconte, pick it up. You're putting me behind. Don't make me come in there. I'll thump your skull for you.
Isn't that one of the most embarrassing things, though, when you realize you're behind eventually and you're the one who's been looking like a moron?
Gino, you really look like a stupid-ass nincompoop.
You're a stupid asshole.
You are a stupid fucking guy. Everybody in the chat, tell Gino how dumb he is for being behind in the chat. Right now in the chat, everyone go, Gino, you're stupid. Because he'll see it in the chat and go, what the fuck is everybody calling me stupid for? And then they'll realize I'm the one orchestrating this terrorist attack. So there we go. D. Gulag says, ketchup, Gino. Or mustard.
Oh, God.
Gino is cool. Oh, they're rebelling against me, and they're just saying Gino's cool. Gino's slow. Ketchup,
Poor
Juno.
Gino.
Silly Gino. Gino's
Juno.
behind like the charges.
No.
He has to fast forward his stream. Gino, refresh. Chad is doing his show with his phone above his neck, showing no signs of being in an accident.
Get on there.
Gino is stupid. Gino the rebel. Gino, you all right, my guy? God damn it. You guys are rebelling against me.
Gino's not even in here anymore. Plot twist, he's actually watching Chad.
He's actually watching Chad. All right, I'll go over to Instagram. I'm only going to get to see it for like a couple seconds. And then we got to get over to, what you call it, Uncle Rico. Is that him? Mm-hmm. That's the one?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Oh, is he not live anymore?
Oh, did he find out that we knew he was live?
When it's live, it will have like a red circle, not a rainbow one. So he just has a story right now. If you were to click on it, it comes up.
So
on
when
the
he
story.
found out that we knew he was live, he turned it off.
Yeah.
Gino says, I can't find Chad. I'm laughing at everyone making fun of me. Never not funny. See, Chad, that's how you do that. We saw that Gino was behind in the chat, and we went, guys, let's fuck with Gino, because he won't know why.
Yeah.
And then he'll catch up, and he'll go, oh, I'm such a dumb guy.
Gino's a good sport.
And that's how you handle those kind of things. See, I don't think Chad I think he lies about being cool in high school. I think he didn't have a lot of friends, because if he had a lot of friends, he'd understand, like, people making fun of you.
Yeah.
Like, and being silly. And I agree with you too, David. I'm a fan of Chad.
Yeah, you're actually right. If your friends didn't goof on you in high school, did they even love you? No.
No, of course not.
That's the only point.
All right, guys, I got a couple of things. Then we got Uncle Rico coming up, which, by the way, stick around because that show's going to be on right here. Shuli was very nice to allow us to do that. Do you know the Liver King?
I do know the Liver King.
The Liver King is a fucking idiot.
He is too big for me.
Let me just say this about the Liver King. He is one of the dumbest fucking people I've ever heard in my life.
Also true.
People have him on their show, and like he's deep to dipshit meatheads like Mark Harley and Brendan Schaub.
I think Rogan, unfortunately, had him on, too.
Oh, he sounds like... And I like Rogan, but
I do too.
He seems like the kind of guy Rogan would fall for.
But Rogan does like hunting and weird shit.
I just eat livers, and I look like a homeless person. I'm jacked to shit from just eating livers. Like, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. You're TRT to the hilt. You're a roided out monster.
I can't.
No, I'm all natural, man. It's all natural.
I will say, I can't stand a man that looks like this.
Well, guys, I have breaking news for you. hold on to your anuses because you're not going to believe this. The Liver King busted for using steroids.
Oh.
I can't believe it. I
What?
just about fell out of my chair.
Are you telling me that is not pure liver meat all over his body?
This picture is not just him eating right from the animal like a lion on the Serengeti. No.
I do not like a man that looks like that. I feel like I could pop him.
He's now under scrutiny for leaked emails giving a tell-all of his steroid stack. Now, those are water-filled, hydrated
Sacks of
steroid muscle. Yes, of course. According to the expert on the internet on steroids and whether they are natural or not, Derek from More Plates, More Dates, I'm sure he's a douche too, but still, has found significant evidence that Liver King is on steroids. Derek has always claimed that Liver King was on steroids, but after these recent findings, it is almost definitive proof. Derek put together a Netflix-worthy documentary on the whole scenario that is definitely worth the 1 hour watch. Okay. So Liver King is a steroid guy, or at least was at some point a steroid guy. People are saying fuck off, Derek is the man. Well, I don't know.
What?
I don't know Derek, so I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm sorry.
Look, I'm all for like the hunting and the rugged meat eating and shit, but that can't be legitimate at all.
But I mean,
that guy looks fake.
No, when they say Derek, they mean the guy who made the documentary on the guy.
Oh, I thought his actual name was Derek.
So the Liver King, I don't know. To me, like some guy going, look, guys, I found that the Liver King is actually on steroids. To me, that's like, all right, cool. I'm glad I have the documentation now, but I wasn't going to lose sleep at night thinking I was going out on a limb saying the Liver King was a roid user.
No.
So.
And I also, like, on the other side, don't think anyone thought that they can just eat liver and look like that.
Chris is saying 20% liver, 80% juice. Oh, yeah? Oh, juice meaning steroids. I'm so fucking stupid. I thought he meant like apple juice or carrot juice or carrot top.
Or maybe he's like that guy who injects his muscles with that like oil shit. Do you remember that guy we did a story on?
Oh, that guy's disgusting.
Was really gross.
Yeah. The guy who looked like a Street Fighter character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His shit's just full of like an oil. Motor oil.
So, I saw Liver King was trending on Twitter today, and I half joked with myself before I clicked on it. I went, what? They finally found out he's using steroids? And sure enough, yep.
Doesn't that give you a tiny dick?
I think balls. I don't know about
It doesn't
dick.
affect the dick.
I cannot confirm. Do I look like I've done my research?
I don't know.
Do I look like
Maybe you tried it before I came around. I don't know.
The only thing I've taken steroids for is my tooth.
And we've all seen what happens on that.
Oh, yeah, my mouth got stronger than... Yeah? Is that what happened?
Just
my
kidding.
dick got small? Give her a little bit of fame, and what does she do?
What?
Turns into a fucking
I have no fame.
bitch.
Chad doesn't even know who I am.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, but he always lies. People are saying in the chat it's just the old testes.
Just the testes?
Yeah. So wait a minute. What about my satchel?
what happens?
Wait, hold on a minute. What about my satchel? Is it literally just the testes? So does your satchel turn into like an old lady's tits?
Oh, it's just like a saggy hunk of skin with a tiny little ball in it, like
Right.
a marble.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
So like it's like an old lady's tit with a tumor in it.
Oh, God.
That's odd. The juice gives you what they call skittle nuts, says Chris. Okay, we'll see. Now we're learning. I always
Taste the balls.
Yeah, I isolate that, please. Isolate it. I want it to be like this clip.
I hate gay people.
What the fuck?
That's Tim Hardaway. That's just like the Ugandan president.
Do you personally dislike homosexuals?
Of course, they are disgusting.
How dare you? I want that guy to narrate my life.
What I love about that clip is that journalist asked him as if she was asking a gotcha. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I've got him now. And he's like, yes, of course, they are disgusting. Like he was offended she'd ask because it's a waste of time.
I say that line to myself sometimes.
Of course, they are disgusting. Chico says, April is really famous. You think, Aaron? Yes, I was not being sarcastic in the least, Chico.
Oh.
Hey, yo. I like Chico, but sometimes you got to spoon feed him the shit.
I understand.
Oh, man. We got, how much time do we have? I hate it when I've got like 5 minutes until something.
I did see our little birdie in there asking how we want our outro made.
I've also got another Discord birdie filling me in on some stuff as well.
Fun.
We've got, God, just people in the...
Your notifications are astounding.
I know. I'm just reading all the people who are retweeting the stuff. All of our viewers who are watching the stuff I'm saying to Chad on his tweets about me, because he tweeted about me again. Mm-hmm. All the people that I find out Chad has blocked from our fandom who are like, dude, what did he say? Dude, Imhol, tell me what he said. Yeah, another person just wrote to me, screenshot for the blocked. Oh, okay. My God. You know what? That's what I should do. I should be doing screenshots for these guys.
You could be.
I didn't realize how many of you were blocked.
It's a lot.
You know, we got to stop tattling on Chad when we find out he's live streaming.
Scott wants us to do his video. You could do his video quick.
Which video did he have?
Remember he interrupted Elisa's stream?
Elisa? Okay, did he send that to me on Facebook?
I don't know. You got to ask him quick.
All right. Well, we got a little bit of time here. Then we got to get to Uncle Rico. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can get this real fast here.
I don't know, bud.
What?
Hey. How do we make it bigger?
That's what she said. Oh, I can't. If I click on it, it goes away.
I don't know, bud. I know a little bit. I know. I used to have a CP. I used to. I'll have a CP.
Is she using like a mentally challenged person during her IRL stream?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
And like putting her out on the internet for hundreds, if not thousands of people. You can't get her consent to do that, you fucking... These IRL streamers gotta go. Every single one of them's gotta go.
Okay, got it. Oh, no, this is a steel toe. Okay, that's this guy named Steel Toe. He's not a nice guy. I do not like Steel Toe.
It's still going.
I don't like this guy Steel Toe. He's not like Aaron Carter at all.
I'm just like Aaron Carter.
It's not your business. You know who Steel Toe is?
Wouldn't it be funny if the mentally challenged person went, I love Steel Toe. It's my favorite show to listen to in the morning.
Hold on. Did Elisa just say, you know who Steel Toe is, or you don't know who Steel Toe is?
No, she was saying that to the other people.
Oh, God.
So that was very funny, Drew. So in these IRL streamers, you can donate. They're so hard up that they'll let you donate, and they'll just and they've got you on a speaker, and you can text to speak anything. And so he just wrote Steel Toe 1 million times, and she tried to talk over it.
It is
awesome.
very funny.
All right, guys, we got to go head over to Uncle Rico here. Let me hit start on this.
Do I have to scoot over?
Right.
The thing is, we don't have,
we're backstage
with
these
a show
guys.
there. We just have to go there. That's
Yeah,
I'm going to share the
we
screen.
go
so you
there.
guys can
We
see.
fucking have free drinks. We find a place that's not far away.
Let me tell you his luck. By the time we get down there, he's going to be moved back to LA.
So I don't know if we're on yet. So I don't want to.
Over, man.
I don't want to talk too much.
Shuli. They're here.
Oh, yeah.
We're here. Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Hey, so Bob, are you and Elisa going out on a second date or not?
No, I don't think so.
That was a brilliant job, my friend. That was beautiful yesterday.
good.
I would just, like I told you, I was going to play it all nice, and then, because I just wanted to say I'm sorry that happened. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's reasonable.
That didn't even come up.
No, it kind of, I know when I was talking to you yesterday, you're like, look, I'm going to be nice, and if she presses me, I'm going to, and the minute she responded to you shittily the first time, I'm like, uh-oh, Bob's going to blow.
On a timer.
Yeah, and John's never, and Bob's never nice. That's the thing.
He did his level best. He really did, considering what he was up against. And how about Kevin nailing her like spot on after talking to her for 10 minutes?
Did not even know her.
Just completely figuring it out immediately. I loved it.
He's the best. He's just fucking nuts.
How you doing, guys? Thanks for doing this.
Oh,
really good.
We're doing great. Thanks for letting us kind of configure this in the way you're letting us do it, because otherwise the scheduling conflict was a little goofy, and we really did want to do this. So.
Yes, of course. We
Thank
love
you,
guys.
Shuli.
We wanted to have you on. This is Mike Morse, by the way. Aaron and April.
Hey, guys.
Nice
Hello,
to meet
Mike.
you.
Yeah.
Mike Morse.
Mike Morse, Iso, and Stud Joe.
You'll see a lot of pictures coming up and everything. It's just like,
yeah, Iso's like Fred Norris on crack. It's pretty wild.
I take that as a compliment, by the way.
Because he is on crack. You know?
Wow, of course.
All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Let's start her up.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Here we go. Okay. All right, whole lot of John. Okay. All right, going live.
Don't fuck this up. Scouts are watching. What a dumb fucking show. Hi, everybody.
That was the Mike.
I mean, bravo. Mike Morse out the gate, killing it. Welcome, everybody, to the Uncle Rico Show with the world famous Uncle Rico Show with your world famous Uncle Rico hosts, myself, the Reverend Bob Levy, Mike Morse, and joining us tonight, you know him, you love him, Steel Toe Morning Show, Aaron and April. They are here with us. That's right. No police can stop them.
No,
ever
Not
from
today.
carrying on anything. Hi guys, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Hey buddy, thanks for having us. I very excited to do this. I've been ever since you asked us. I've been waiting patiently for the day, and again, thank you for letting us do it the way we're doing it tonight. I appreciate it.
No problem. It's long overdue. I love what you guys do. Yeah. Love the hustle. Respect it. Real quick, give me a few, for those people who may not know, give me a few bullet points of because you're a radio guy. Clearly, you hear it. Yeah. So what's your story real quick, Aaron?
Well, I had a nice little morning show in St. Cloud, Minnesota. We were number one. I like to throw around the men 18 to 49-30 share that we had. I'm very, very proud of that. We decided to make fun of another morning radio show in Des Moines, Iowa. We poured some booze on top of that for one of our co-hosts' birthday in the morning. And some lady cut up the, I would say, hour-and-a-half beating we gave this station, cut it up into about 6 minutes, put it up on TikTok. All of a sudden, all the radio publications, the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, all the Des Moines papers, pretty much up and down I-35.
All picked it up.
And boy, was I a giant misogynistic piece of shit.
He's a monster.
I'm an animal, and I guess. So
you're welcome here then.
Look, I found home when I left radio and came to the internet. I found too many like-minded people, but it basically came down to the station going, well, you got to remember, it's St. Cloud, Minnesota. It's not New York. So the station getting like 10 phone calls. They're going, what are we going to do? I'm like, we're going to ride it out and we'll be fine. And they went, no.
St. Cloud, if they hear a horn honking, they freak out there.
Well,
there's not a lot going on.
They think it's a Somali driving into the building, unfortunately.
And they're probably right.
See, you can run out 12 feet of snow. You should be able to run out there.
Yeah.
Right. So
you would think.
Yeah, they offered us some shitty deal. They're like, you give us all your social media and you give us all. We were still simulcasting on Twitch at the time, our radio show. They said, you got to give us all of that stuff and then you can come back. And I'm like, well, no, then you're going to find out I'm making money on this Twitch shit on the side and then you're going to fire me anyway. So, and then we owned the trademark to our show. So and our listeners had always said, we don't like the restrictions of radio. If you go to the internet, we'll support it. We did, and now for 2 years, this past Sunday, I think, we've been doing it, for the last 6 months on YouTube, and before that on Twitch, which is a mistake, but
big mistake. But
we made it here.
It's been humbling. Yeah. It's been a great experience so far.
Well, good for you guys, man. And you know what a great time to be alive, where you leave a radio gig and you don't have to go and get another radio gig. Oh. You can make your own radio.
Yeah.
Gig.
I still have dreams at night. I think I had one like 2 nights ago where I got a job at another station and I wake up just sweaty and panicked. I'm just like, oh no,
it's not good.
Yeah. Try mastering impressions and then being told you can't do it on the air because you're not wearing a collared shirt. How about that one?
Did it get that bad?
Wow.
I don't know. I'm talking about another.
Oh,
guy.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fuck that guy. He sounds like a hack.
Stupid Jew. I mean,
look at that college shirt. That's how you wear it when you're out to get the poontang.
That's a getting pussy shirt.
They wanted to turn me into that, and I refused.
Ooh, save some for the rest of us.
He looks like the mayor of the town called Lack of Pussy.
He's got the key in his back pocket. Too.
Cannot find one.
Well, listen, you guys are a phenomenal broadcasting team, and I love how much content you guys put out. But now you're in our hood, and we do things a little differently. What we do is basically play something none of us have seen and live roast on the spot. Which
very cool.
Turns out not difficult with this guy.
No,
you know. So allow us to. This is the blunder years. This is when we go back in time for some vintage John. But nowadays John is MIA, so everything's kind of vintage John. But this was a series he did back in the day called "What Bugs Me About Hollywood," and this show lasted 7 episodes. And
it's the best show ever, by the way.
It's one of the best shows ever. And we are now on episode 3. Well, let me just show you here. What Bugs Me About Hollywood, The Agents.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Kanye isn't his guest on this one, is he?
Kanye's radar just perked up.
So just to let them catch up real quick, the one before this was What's Bugging Me About Hollywood sequels, and which was about 55 minutes of him talking about Howard and how shitty it was over there and how much he did there.
And the most hack sequel takes you've ever heard. Yeah. You know?
But there was sequels that he liked, and he goes, well, maybe these ones.
yeah. It's like, why you hate sequels except these?
You're saying that a John bit is not well structured? I don't believe it.
We're saying it's not well structured if he ever gets to it. A lot of times he's too busy in the Stern days to even get to what bugs him about Hollywood. But let's sit back and let's enjoy the blunder years, all those beers ago. What bugs me about Hollywood, The Agents.
Oh, God.
Already
that's actually not edited.
No,
that's how it is.
And we learned that like a troll made that for him, and at the time he thought it was the coolest. Right? Didn't we learn that from I think Ryan?
He approved that.
He approved that at first, and then realized it was goofing on him.
But I don't think you guys get it though. Like it's bugging him, and there's bugs coming out.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't know if you got that or not.
Well, has anyone heard from him? Maybe that's what he looks like now. I don't know.
I doubt he looks that good.
I thought it was What's Bugging Me About Hollywood, and then his roommates are crawling all over his face.
It's like Emotep.
Yeah, everybody, how are you?
Look at that hair.
I decided to got up a little early today, so I decided to do.
He got up early to not wash that shirt. Number
one.
one.
Look at the crusties.
I really wish that his microphone was kept next to a shotgun and he accidentally grabbed that.
It's the 3rd time this month I've done that.
Every episode starts with him looking like Wile E. Coyote after a trick went wrong.
Has his nose in the back like Daffy Duck's bill.
Yeah.
What's bugging me about Hollywood? Yes, the first thing we should say is rest in peace, Bob Saget. Man.
Wait, now this is a classic John. I haven't seen this, but I'm just going out and throwing this prediction out that he's going to tell a Bob Saget story that he heard from someone else or somewhere else.
Right. And this is when he goes into that. I just can't believe it. I'm shocked. You know.
1 minute. 1 minute to hear. and the next they're gone.
I'm going to throw my thought in. I think he's going to say something that somehow is good about him and not Bob Saget.
Oh, that's a John.
He's going to compare himself.
Yeah,
maybe.
Or just say, or he did something, or Bob said something to him about how much he enjoyed something about him.
I got offered America's funniest home videos first.
Yeah,
right.
I had this show. It's called Full House. It was about me and my roaches.
He's got a case there.
Yes.
Let's see what direction he goes.
A lot of these, big time celebrities are dying. It's really sad.
Go to the ear, you fucking animal.
He can't even do a eulogy without gas escaping from his mouth. It's just that belch he had.
Can we send him that? Wait, can we send him that thing? You know that thing that goes in your ear? It's a metal thing now that gets all the stuff
screwdriver?
out.
A fucking katana, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
A sword?
Good old butter knife.
He should do an episode where he just does one of those neti pot deals right on his screen and just clears all his holes out. It looked like one of those sprinkler toys that they used to get in front lawn.
Neti pot committing seppuku. Either one will do for me.
Right.
It could be a roach in there. You understand? They could be laying eggs in his head.
It could be causing the stutter, actually.
He's sitting in a captain's chair controlling John.
He's like a fucking cordyceps in the Amazon jungle steering an ant up a tree.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, the first thing we should say is rest in peace, Bob Saget.
He was in a bed. Of course he was comfortable when he died. He was using a My Pillow.
He was laying down.
Oh.
Yeah. What a way to go. No better way to fucking go more comfortably. Rest in peace. The guy was in a bed in a nice hotel. Fucking stupid.
Didn't he fall first?
Yeah, he banged his head.
Fallen first, so nobody's asking for a fucking coroner's report here.
Just asking.
He didn't get fall. He got hit in the head by a fucking lamp by a hooker.
That's one
good point.
It was a nice bed that Bob died in. I hear it didn't even have any bed bugs.
A lot of these, big time celebrities are dying. It's really sad. There's the link if you want to donate PayPal.
What? Oh my God.
Now, here's where you can send me money, guys. I'm still alive.
Right from the rest in peace to pay me.
Yeah.
John Melendez Inc. Singing in the Rain. It'd be nice if the first thing was a request for money. I'll just explain it. I put that PayPal thing up in the beginning. Then I start reading people's names. And then I take it down. And then I don't usually put it up maybe at the end.
He leaves it up the entire show. I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about he removes this PayPal thing. It's on every show of his that you watch. It's plastered from the second he starts.
50% of my PayPals are going to go to beloved chatter Bob Saget.
And also, he's got this up on his Patreon when he's doing the Patreon show. And it's like, dude, you're already charging these people. Why are you asking them for more to donate? Oh my God!
He also
you never had a good friend die like Bob Saget. You know what I mean? The only thing that can make me more good about this is more money. I need more money. To
Warm fuzzies.
By the way, if that was the whole Saget thing, we were all wrong. He just like, hey, he died.
That's too bad.
Yeah, right. There wasn't even a way to make it about himself. It was just, hey, he died. You guys got a 5 spot for me?
Yeah.
I think it's early. I think he'll be right back to it.
Oh, sure.
Such is life.
Just how it is, because I don't want it to be up on the screen the whole time. And
still,
at least he's considerate.
Yeah.
It'll be there.
It's
Hatch Pepper, and see, then I remove it as soon as I do the roll call. It's just easier that way. It's not you have no obligation, Singing in the Rain, to donate anything.
I just let it roll off my flat shoulders.
I love he's arguing with a guy. Listen, guys and dolls, there's not going to be any kind of that talk in this chat room.
Listen, King and I need this shit, okay?
Keep those super chats coming.
And I love his logic. He's like, I'm starting the show. I'm seconds into the show. That's when I put it up. When I've provided you with nothing but
zero.
Well, you have
flip
to.
on switch. Now donate. And then later, when I provide content, then I take it away. Smart.
Thing. I just like to do it, get it out of the way, and then get started. So as we talk about Hollywood, I just did the critics, and today we're going to do the agents.
Yeah, we have.
Whoa! Did you see
Lucky
that?
agents.
What did he do? Did he spit?
Maybe that was your cursor.
Hold on. Let me see.
As we talked about Hollywood, I just did the critics, and
it's funny.
today we're going to do the agents.
Because when he did that, and you moved your cursor, and I thought
he projectile.
Now, I have had quite a few agents in my life.
What is that?
What?
That's not a good thing to say.
Enough with the humble brags.
All right, who initiated the breakups most of the time, John? And be honest.
That's like going, listen, I've been in jail a lot, all right? Let me explain to you how this goes.
The travel agents count in this business.
It's like Shawshank. They're like, John, heard you really didn't do well with that Leno gig. Didn't do it. Agent fucked me.
Oh, no.
Analogy for the agents. Our agents are lawyers without the education.
Oh, you thought of that before the show, didn't you?
Premeditated.
Somebody showing off those Tonight Show writers' chops.
Yeah.
Look at the big brains on John.
Yeah. And he's got that look on his face like, bet you didn't think I could come up with that goal.
See what I did there?
But it's true. I have had maybe 2 agents that I actually liked.
Out of the 14.
Yeah, they didn't like you, obviously.
Yeah. Meanwhile, none of them are with you, so that shows it's not a two-way street.
Maybe. Well, that's I like the one I have now.
Oh,
really?
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't.
No.
Well, let's catch everybody up to speed. He's had a falling out with said agent since this aired, so he is not one of the 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Bice the 21. Check on your mom tomorrow, John. Going to be 1 degree outside. So I figured I could do this up till 3. That's
like he gives a fuck about his mom. He went right through that. I bought her a fucking jacket in 1978. Fuck her.
She'll stay warm.
She'll be fine. Enough about that bitch. Now on to the Jews. Listen.
More agents.
You couldn't have super chatted me that?
Super chats.
His last agent got him traded to Cedar Rapids. Yeah, literally.
Oh, for a fucking compensatory pick and a player to be named later.
Yeah. Like it was like in the ABA days for a washer and dryer.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't want to, go into his show. So
there he goes.
I'll just do this, and then, and maybe next week we'll do the producers. But let's start with the agents. Okay.
Agents bad, fire good.
No, we start with some dandruff, some head and shoulders.
I know, it looks like it snowed on him.
Is that what's troubling you guys? I can't get past his fucking Vincent D'Onofrio and Men in Black face skin.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the jowls are kind of out of control.
It looks like I want to say, Edgar, your skin is hanging off your bones.
Yeah. Sugar water.
Yeah, Mike's putting on this John neck.
Oh, yeah. This is John neck.
I've been noticing a shitty podcast here everywhere I look, in fact.
Oh, who wore it better?
And who can forget the perfectly straight coffee table shoulders?
Yeah.
You gotta flatten them out.
You could put a level on that fucking thing and just start putting decorations on it.
Oh, we did.
Oh my God, no way. That's incredibly
He
smart.
goes on top of it. Stutjo and Iso are on it.
No,
there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Good, Mike.
Oh my.
Here's the problem with agents.
I told you John would come on the show.
Here's the problem with agents. They promise you a Cadillac, and when you get to the desk, they give you a Kia. What the fuck is that about?
That's a rental car agent, John.
Oh.
No.
I'm talking about different agents.
My first agent was a man by
I
the
wish
name
your
of
first agent was Agent Orange.
My first agent was tarded. He's a pilot now.
My first agent was a man by the name of Don Buchwald.
I love it.
Yeah, but let's be accurate about this. It's not as if Don Buchwald seeked him out and was like, I got to snatch this kid up. I mean, it was a package deal. He represented everybody on that show.
Not only that, imagine bitching about the guy who got Howard Stern $1 billion to go to Sirius.
Can you imagine?
Do you think Don's saying, what's 15% of 30,000? I need this. I really got to get into this.
Kevin Murphy, what is their percentage? 10%. Some try and get you for 15, but for the most part, it's 10%. And then the managers can go up to 15. And then the lawyers get 5. So,
and the ex-wife gets 50.
30%.
And the roaches get 3%.
So at the end of the gig, I have to pay probably about $75.
Yeah.
Not counting gas
Pubs
money.
Get 75%, so I don't know how I'm going to work this out.
And then he's got to buy a case of Coors.
Yeah. God, great show tonight. Can you settle up with us, please? You owe us $64.
Percent of your salary is gone before you even step and say your first line. But I'll tell you.
Luckily, most of his roles didn't have any lines. So
it's impressive how many roles.
Lucky enough to make 10% off a guy sitting in the 4th row of the Tonight Show.
About
there he is.
About Don Buchwald.
Here we go. Who needs this bridge? Light it up.
Come on, John.
Howard said, hey, if you want, I'll hook you up with Don. Now, I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna hope. And I do believe Howard was trying to do me a favor. I do.
Well, of course he was, you fucking douchebag.
Yeah. What the fuck?
He acts like
hook you up with the most powerful agent in New York. Yeah, it might be a favor.
Big favor.
Like there was a bidding war. Like he's the top high school recruit coming out into college.
Yeah.
The fuck?
It was between Buchenwald and Rosenhaus, and I made my choice.
Yeah, William Morris is going, I can't believe Buchwald got him.
Yeah, he acts like it's the scene in the fucking Late Shift where Ovitz is pitching Letterman.
Oh, no.
Right.
Look at his fingernails.
I was going to say the guy has lost civilizations under his nails.
It's separation.
Okay.
There's room to house the roaches.
Look at the third one, right? That looks like a broken toe, and that one looks like a toe, too, at the end.
Oh, they're nubby.
Oh,
They're really fat and nubby.
Yeah.
That would explain the roles. He's part orangutan.
I think the roaches live in there.
That might be. Yeah, there
Jesus
you go.
Christ.
They're just ready with all of this.
Yeah.
We're not original.
But there is something incestual about being.
Mike's got John look-alike hands. I don't know if you see
Oh
him.
my God.
Yeah.
You guys don't fuck around.
A little too clean. You got to dirty those up a bit.
Yeah, they got to be darker.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
My God. No.
Oh, they set those on fire to test the sediment in the ground.
I can smell that from here.
It looks like his fingernail looks like. I imagine what the wet market looked like where COVID started.
Oh, the pangolins. That's where they came from.
Yeah, he fingers a girl, she gets toxic shock syndrome immediately.
Presented by the same agent that Howard is being represented by. And I'll explain why this became a problem. And
Because he's got talent and I don't.
Right.
One of us stood out.
Yeah, exactly.
So, John, how many potatoes do you heat up a week? Now, let's get this. Let me try to figure out a pay for you.
Man, never signed on with Buchwald. Now, Don Buchwald, in my opinion, is an evil man. A really horrible person. Greedy as the day is long.
But nothing worse than a greedy agent. Am I right, guys?
Right. As
Wow.
opposed to the other ones who are up for sainthood.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I detail this in my book, but for those who haven't read, easy for you to say.
Just say for everybody.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, why beat around the bush, John?
Just tell us.
I read it, and we're going to do some excerpts.
Yeah.
at some point.
For those of you who haven't read it, and me.
By the way, it's one of the things I want to schedule for the Jonathon we're going to do in December.
Yeah.
And I'd love for you guys. We're planning a 24-hour live YouTube Jonathon.
Hell yeah.
At some point in December. And I want to make it like Jerry's kids. I want different people popping on all throughout the night, in the morning, jugglers, whatever you got. And then we all goof on John and watch clips for 24 hours.
Sounds fun
like
as hell.
a solid idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I will just tell you about the man known as Don Buchwald.
Known as? Is he an alias?
He sounds like he's narrating somebody's life.
Yeah, he's Morgan Freeman all of a sudden.
Yeah.
He's explaining Darth Vader to somebody who's never seen Star Wars.
It's very long form.
Two things never happened.
Don had taken the name from a dead vet that he was next to during the Korean War.
Right.
He went into advertising, and
he's been living a lie. He's Kaiser Soze.
Two things never happened again. I never got a gig again, and Don Buchwald never called again.
That's right.
Yes.
I was a kid.
Whoa.
22, 23, 24.
Pick.
Which one?
37. All right, you got me.
Hut, hike. All right, go.
I think I was 23, maybe.
I was going to say 25.
23 is not a kid. It's a young man.
Yeah. Come on.
Right when the Channel 9 show was coming along.
God damn it! What the fuck is? Just pull your eye out already.
The roaches.
Pull it out and fucking eat it, you slob.
They got behind the skin folds.
Yeah, just rip it out with a fucking olive fork and call it a day, John. Jesus Christ, we got a show to do.
Let me put some of this dirt in it. That'll help.
Look at it. It looks like he pushed his eye all the way to the other side of his face.
Oh, fuck.
Look at his eye and his cheek there. It went all the way down to there.
You're not kidding. Oh, wow. There is a bulge there. That's impressive.
It's like a magic trick. It's like he shoved one eye into the other socket. It's like
John would love this. A girl finally said a bulge of his was impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you, April.
It's like the
your
movie
eyes have fallen
Beetlejuice when the guy pulls it, when they pull their eyes out.
Yes. What do you think of this?
Oh, I wish they did the one where Gina Davis is hanging in the closet.
Yeah, right.
Now, I'm going to tell you, the Channel 9 show.
No.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Yeah, you can do it.
He's got stage fright.
I'll get to that one, CB, because it's true. I have firsthand evidence of that.
Wait, I missed it back.
This is so long
He
for him.
hasn't said it yet. He's saying he'll get to that. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'll get to that one, CB, because it's true. That's not moles. I have firsthand evidence of that. Anything I say is corroborated, so you know.
This is a guy who's lied about substitute
Jesus.
teaching. He's lied about driving an Uber. He's lied about so many.
He's lied about being on the balcony. For God's sake.
Yes. Thank you, April.
Yeah.
He's all right. I've got all my stories corroborated. Here's Wendy the retard to back me up.
Yeah.
There she is.
Yeah. I'm learning so much about Hollywood. I know, right?
No, anybody could go and I don't lie.
Well, I believe him, for one.
That might be a good shirt. Did you hear his follow-up after that? Was it
could go and I don't lie. I don't have any fear.
What does that have to do with lying?
I think he's confusing fear and shame.
Right.
It's a stinky cologne.
So he's afraid of clothes washers.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of dryer sheets. There. Now you've heard it.
I'm afraid of a chin tuck.
And my memory is impeccable when it comes to things that happen and events.
He couldn't even remember the word for things.
He couldn't remember what age he was as a child.
It's not.
Thank you, Mary. We know it's not. Yeah, it's. I mean, how many phrases does he screw up?
Names and phrases. When he was doing the whole sequel thing, he couldn't remember any of the fucking names of the people in the movies
or lines in the movies. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, my favorite.
My memory's impeccable when it comes to the shit.
The things,
the stuff, brain stuff.
A lot of brain stuff.
Oh, it's great.
I came out of a burning car running. What did he say that time?
He did say that, yeah.
And when it comes to this, and my memory is impeccable when it comes to, things that happen and events and the events that lead up to events.
No.
Now the other year.
Channel 9 show starts. I know this is going to sound shocking.
But someone said you were funny?
He didn't say impossible.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know this is going to sound shocking. Stuttering John got paid $750 a week from the Channel 9 show.
Hey, that's not bad for a young 23-year-old child.
Not so bad.
You thief.
Being overpaid. Yeah.
That's pretty good for somebody that's 21, 22, and 23.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. Maybe he was actually 67. Maybe we put them all together.
He's an overpaid joke.
Yeah.
A week.
Look at that grin.
Yeah.
At that time.
As if he was worth more. As if he contributed what these people contributed. Like the fucking these people on this planet that are just like
the nerve of this guy.
The chutzpah, as us dirty Jews like to say.
The commission that John made Don paid for so many Denny's breakfasts, you have no idea.
A lot of grand slams. A lot of grand slams.
The Channel 9 show, when they put their pamphlet together, on the front cover of their selling package, the business plan. The front cover, there were three faces: Howard, Robbins, and mine.
Ooh.
Hey, I was a kid. $750 seemed like a lot to me in those days.
Seems like a lot to you now.
It does.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of course.
Somehow worth even more now.
Yeah. Even with inflation, I do worse things for it.
You think he could buy some? You think he could at least afford like detergent for that?
Yeah, and this is where he fails to understand something, which is why he's lost his lawsuit and his appeal. Which is, and Aaron, you guys, you know this, you're a radio guy. Once you sign on that dotted line, they own you. They own your voice. They own what content comes out. They own your image. So if they want to put together an advertising packet and send that out, because at that time, John was on the red carpet. These interviews were going TV viral, definitely radio viral, if you will, right? So there was... People knew of him. Absolutely. No one's
and they own his smell too.
Then how did he bring it with him?
Yeah, really. That's the one thing they told him you can keep. We don't want.
All right. So I just juggled $750 in 1980 is equivalent in purchasing power to about $2,700 today.
A week.
Yeah. Okay.
For him to fucking walk around and be dirty and fall asleep.
Right.
Smell
So
like
he was getting the
mothballs.
equivalent of over $2,500 a week.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's pretty good.
It's fucking great.
Not when you're a kid, April. 22, 23, 24,
Don't
5.
tell me. Just kidding.
Was it really? No. Was it completely taking advantage of me? Yes.
What?
He's going to say somebody raped them now? I mean, what's next?
He's me tooing them.
Yeah.
At least the story has a happy ending then.
Don Buckwell had a cock like a fucking dolphin.
Somebody
What he
came.
used to do to me.
It was all corkscrewy. It came out to an arrowhead, so when it came out, it was a lot rougher than going in.
I was at Splinters from the dock.
And I've had some of the best agents all over the world.
That's fine.
Oh.
How much I made. I think if I can recall correctly.
What happened to your stellar memory? What do you think you can recall correctly?
Yeah.
I think the quote was, "I never forget."
No.
Yeah.
Right.
You ever notice his answers are always behind his ear?
Or up in the air? Yeah.
Yes. They're always up
Let's
here.
go, super chess computer. Spit that shit out.
I think Jackie was getting either 2,500 to 5,000, while I got 750.
Yeah, Jackie wrote what came out of your quivering lips while you were on the red carpet.
I mean,
everything that made you came from Jackie's hands first. There's a pecking order.
I think we're being a little ungrateful here.
Yeah, that'd be like us not acknowledging that John is the reason why things are going so great for us.
Exactly.
No. Listen,
You have to thank your
I think
cows.
it's just us. I don't think it has anything to do with it. Okay, come on.
Yeah, no, you're right, Mike. Take it back.
And I was one of the main characters on the Channel 9 show. Anyone who is going to at all say that's not true is completely out of their mind. The year.
By the way, in case you're just joining us, this is what bugs John about Hollywood.
Oh yeah, you know what? I completely forgot that we were supposed to be talking about agents. This is just John's personal axe to grind about a local TV show.
The roach scurried by. He got distracted.
It literally takes us 2 episodes to get through one of these, and I make that acknowledgement about 4 times in the total.
And what is one rule in basically, in this business?
In broadcasting, what is it?
Anything comedy, you don't you don't tell people what you're making. Nobody really knows because you can't, because the club will be like, I'm going to give you this, don't tell anyone. And otherwise then this motherfucker is going to think he can get what I can get on stage. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and radio and comedy are kind of similar in that, like, a lot of gigs, like, there's so many radio people, there's so many comics, so they can kind of fuck guys over like John who are just happy to be there and pay them in exposure. And they're like, oh, John, this is just good exposure. And then 30 years later, it takes him that long to realize how bad he got fucked.
And now we're here.
And I don't ever want John to stop doing stand-up. When he was in Iowa,
I want him to start.
I would love for that to happen.
And listen, not for nothing, but he was doing a TV show that was getting, I guess it was national, right? It was
beating Saturday Night Live.
Right.
It's impressive.
Right. So there is that exposure, as bullshit as that often is. This 23-year-old is on a TV show, his name out there, and as we know, that kind of shit is where the money comes.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Make the money off this business. From the radio, like with Stern, we made the money off of going out. That's why we were on the show, so he can put you out.
No matter how many opportunities this guy gets, we see his work ethic in his own show. Do you think that just started now? Do you think this guy coasted his whole career? He's the Forrest Gump of whatever the fuck this is we're doing. And he somehow kept running into one great situation after another. You know?
And look, Rico the man said, when I was a 45-year-old kid, I thought $750 a week was great.
Yeah.
I mean,
when I was a 45-year-old.
I mean, it's about living. You know what I mean?
It's being a kid at heart, guys.
John was given an alley-oop and he just face planted right into the backboard.
Constantly. Yeah. That's his move. That's literally his signature play.
Lulu Girl was 1989 or 1990. Pretty sure that's...
Well, your memory, you would know.
Yeah. Boy, he's 22, 23, 27.
He needs some alpha brain.
Alex Jones needs to hook him up with some of that alpha brain. Goddamn, John, you can't remember a goddamn thing.
He's so bad, he's forgotten that his memory is excellent. That's how bad it is.
No. Yeah.
Along with everything else.
It's overpowered.
It really is.
Close. So, Stuttering John became a cult hero.
I gotta go.
That is absurd. I cannot take that in right now.
I was a lot like Batman.
Yeah, you should always have a bucket next to you when you're watching.
He's a
so you don't have to
hero.
go to the bathroom.
Like I said, if you watched him, if you listen to him talk, and you didn't know who he was, and you afterwards you go, I gotta look up his stuff. I gotta see his movies. I gotta see everything because this guy is basically John Wayne almost.
Oh, he's a fucking hero.
Yeah.
Kids often say, stuttering John Melendez, Paul Bunyan.
Who's his babe, the blue ox?
Him.
Oh.
So Stuttering John became an icon, and then the Christian Slater picture, Pump Up the Volume, came out.
So, Stuttering John became a cult hero.
Fuck.
And then I body slammed Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
And then
Have you ever heard anyone call themselves a cult hero?
Wait, put that back up. Maybe he meant that. Cult hero.
Cult hero.
Oh.
That would make more sense.
Colt 45 hero. I understand.
Naturally, yeah.
That's a shirt.
Yeah, people,
That is a
that's
shirt.
so funny. Cult hero. Yeah. Oh, that's great. By the way, people think we're mean. This chat is just filled with snipers on this Patreon. God bless you guys.
Those interviews were getting played everywhere, talked about everywhere. I was in the New York Post or New York Daily News like once a week.
So, and you turned it into absolute
So Secretariat. Big fucking
That's what
deal.
happened.
But actually, he didn't. He had an album. The album did well. He made money off of it. Like, what more do you want?
He left out the one point. That was for sexual assault. That's why.
Oh, the
Different
dolphin's back.
I swear to you, I still have a lot of the clippings. Every time.
Oh, that's like the saddest thing. Okay, now I feel like shit.
That fucking sucks, dude. I still have a lot of the clippings.
I know it's the Uncle Rico Show, everybody.
I know where these. I guarantee I know where these clippings are. Where are the clippings?
I tell you right now where they are. I'll tell you the whole scene. They're stuck to his mirror, right? They're wedged in his mirror, and Frank Stallone, Hearts on Fire, is playing while he's staring in the mirror, and then jogging through snow and training.
Two necks collide, rival nations.
Hearts on Fire.
And then he gets to the top of the mountain. Buckwald! Buckwald!
Fucking hell.
I was on the brochure.
I use my face.
All right, maybe I can't have a great radio career. Maybe all I can do is take all of Howard's insults and keep moving forward.
Right. If I can't change, then you can't change. And none of us are going to fucking change.
Punching bologna in the freezer. Somebody
Hanging frozen bologna. I like
Punching
that.
bologna in freezer.
I just fucking love the chat now. I started looking at it and I'm just fucking dying.
Oh,
I'm just-
you can't see it over here.
I'm just obsessed with a stuttering John Rocky IV remake. That's all I want.
Well, he's a fucking cult hero, guys.
He is a cult hero. It's true.
Never forget.
Every time I got strangled, every time I got beaten.
3 times.
He's a cult hero, but you take out the L and put an N in.
I was constantly in the news. When I got punched by Martin Downey, the Channel 9 show ratings went through the roof.
Of course. I mean, that
So
was
did
right.
my upper right toot.
And as Uncle Rico has proven, you getting the shit beat out of you is still remarkably popular.
The neck rings went flying.
The ratings also went up on Morton Downey Jr.'s show because that's where he did that all the time.
Yeah.
That's what made ratings go up. You ever hear a fucking show called Jerry Springer? You think anybody's watching that for Springer's hard-hitting questions?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Stupid.
That first year, I believe, was the highest rated Channel 9 show episode. Now.
And this is we make a lot of jokes, but this is 100% serious for any supporters of him or friends of him. Take a good look and listen to what this guy remembers. He forgets everything, but the shit that he remembers is the shit that constantly fuels this anger, this hatred, and he's always got something in his head about you. No matter how close you are to this guy, he will fuck you over the first chance he gets. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me.
It's their fault, no matter who it is.
Never.
It's never the cow's fault.
Never.
No.
Yeah.
You know, when Howard played the interview with me and Morton Downey Jr. Now,
I just want to imagine how much crust is coming off that finger
I
as
know.
he wipes.
It's all going on his shirt.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's all here.
Front and center.
His hands are so dirty, he's going to give himself a black eye by the end of the show.
This guy never sleeps. He's just got crusties.
Yeah, he can make a white egg, no yolk omelet out of what's pulling out of that.
He's got some croutons on his shirt.
Oof.
A rock slide onto a T-shirt.
Oh.
I'm not even thinking it's crusty. I think he's got some goop going out.
We can get our grappling gear for his shirt.
Yeah, I think it's.
He's very fluid. He's very fluid type.
I think it's like a pink. It does look actually his eyes a little bit swollen there. I think he has pink eye.
That's just liver disease. He's fine.
Cirrhosis.
Cirrhosis he has a fatty liver.
It's all good. Yeah.
Right.
He has a fatty neck, a fatty liver.
He's just got a fatty.
He's just a little fatty.
John phenomenon was still going on. He's still as famous as ever.
Wait. He just said the stuttering John phenomenon.
I was laughing too hard at that stupid fucking phenomenon joke.
Phenomenon.
Channel 9 show. Stuttering John phenomenon was still going on.
People were dressing their babies up as me. It was fucking wild.
I was the top Halloween costume that year.
The Jewish. What are you going as? I'm going as an asshole. Oh, John, you going?
If I only would have let Ray J bang me, my life would have been so different.
I was one R&B dick away from an E Network deal.
Fuck you, Buckwald. You should have listened to me. I told you.
Look what he did to the one eye. Wait, we got to look at this now. As you can see,
Which one, Bob?
He rubbed the bag out from under that eye.
You're not kidding. It's gone.
Yeah.
Or he pushed it in. Like
It's hanging out somewhere with Chad Zumach's upper lip.
Actually, when he pops in his eye bags, it pops out down here by the jowls.
That is true. He's got something that popped up down here.
Looks like he has a case of the mumps. Poor John.
And, I was still amazed. Every single show, they did a segment with me. Baba Booey did nothing on that show.
Oh, man. This cult hero of ours.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable.
Right now, Baba Booey's eating shrimp in front of his fireplace, and John's living in a roast.
John's delivering it to him on Uber Eats.
Right.
It could be in John's mind that he's not telling a lie, and I'll tell you why.
Of course.
Because when it comes to being there all day and working, John isn't there. So how would he know what Baba Booey's doing behind the scenes?
Well, it's all his moles. It's all the moles.
Yeah, you have to be a part of things at that time to see what's happening, Believe me, Gary's involved.
Zero.
A lot more than this fucking guy, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Sometimes they would put the monkey sitting next to me just because they thought he could better explain.
Oh, God. Shuli, did you do that or was that him?
Who did this?
So Stud Joe zoomed in on that for us because we're fascinated by how he can never get air quotes right. And one hand works independently of the other. Two fingers work however way they work. And watch. His right hand, his left hand is at a different speed than his right hand.
Sometimes they would put the monkey sitting next to me just because they thought he could better.
Oh, you're not kidding.
The laziness of the fingers match the laziness of each eye.
His hands don't even look the same size. One of them's like blown up from the other one.
Yeah. I'm a criminal.
John, show me your T-Rex impression. Go.
Yeah. And one time he kept doing air quotes for a whole paragraph. He doesn't know how to work it. Yeah.
That was amazing.
And he started it where he goes, when he started with something about his mom, he goes, and then they call my mother. And he goes, like, she's not your mother? Like, what are you talking about?
It is or is not your mother.
Right.
Better explain the interviews because I had a stutterer. But it was just a way to use Gary because there was no other way to use him.
No, it could have been that you don't get to the fucking point, and Howard's like, Gary, I want you here to kind of, which I've seen him do with guests that aren't strong in telling stories.
Yeah, I don't know if John knows this, but he's very long form. Takes a while.
Oof.
So,
oh God, just wiping fluid.
There's shit just flowing out of his head. He's like,
it's like watching your dog lick its asshole for like 10 minutes.
You go, John, you got a bank account? No, I'm all liquid these days.
Oh, we got to send him.
His brain is melting.
Whenever he starts podcasting again, we just got to send him a gift of those like baby suction things that they use for the boogers.
Oh, the bulbous thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. He needs
That'd
it.
be great. See, if he was smart, he'd be like, for every $10 super chat, I'll suck a booger out of my nose through this thing.
Well, he's doing it for free. Come on.
I have a list of ideas for him to be rich.
Yeah.
He don't want it.
He needs a neti pot sponsor.
Yeah.
The only way he's going to be rich is if he changes his name to it.
Neti pot John.
Buckwall tells me about he's got an offer for a T-shirt. The guy wants to do a T-shirt. I go, sure. I go, okay, Don, whatever you say.
And by the way, this was the days where they would take offers from people wanting to do T-shirts. Like that stopped really quick. So, I mean, Don going out of his way to help John out with some money.
Yeah.
And then we take pictures of me, and it, like, to be quite honest with you,
finally,
I wasn't really. I'll see you, Kevin Murphy. I wasn't that keen on having a T-shirt made.
I can never clean it.
Yeah.
I love
God forbid somebody wears his visage on their.
Don was talking about it having a collar that fucking worked. And
have you guys seen the Weird Al Yankovic movie they just made, where it's just total fiction?
Weird.
They're just fucking around. I want a movie like that made from John's recollection.
Oh my God.
Because this has John sitting by a nice Olympic-sized pool, smoking a cigarette with sunglasses on, and Don coming with like a suitcase full of different T-shirts and models to model them for John. He's like, well, maybe, yeah, I'll sit on it, Don.
I'll think about it.
Don's walking up, going, "Hey, boss, got some offers for you."
What did I say, Don? I need you wearing the chauffeur's hat or nothing at all.
Mr. John, I sure hope you like these.
Oh, I sure's got some nice T-shirts for you today, boss.
These mighty fine shirts. They've got your face on them.
do they come with their own yellow pit stains?
Do I have to put my own eye gunk on them, or do they come pre-gunked?
I need crusties.
I'm waiting for the shocking statement. I'm not a big fashion guy.
They could never get the color right.
Right.
How many T-shirts? So one time I'm in Don's office. I go, Don, I don't know why you want me to do a T-shirt. Like, you don't have Howard do one. You don't have Robin do one. He goes, you're not them. Don't worry about it.
So I finished sucking his dick. And
it's like, I guess people have said that makes sense, but I ignore it. I pretend like he didn't hear him say anything.
All right, but I'm not really that cool about doing a T-shirt. He goes,
This guy scammed
He's too
people out of
modest.
charity money for a cancer victim.
Yeah. He's complaining he wasn't making enough money on the show, and now he's like, I don't know if I want to make more money.
Guys, he's
What am
modest.
I, a whore? What?
What am I, a whore?
Yeah. I'm a cult figure.
Yeah. My
image I have to uphold.
My integrity is not for sale. Could you put that PayPal link back up there, please?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bugman.
Roachman. Oh, that's adorable.
That's great.
Those.
Shout out. I don't know if that's Andy from Ontario, but shout him out anyways.
That's Andy, yes.
All right.
Love Andy. Put up one of Andy's great works real quick for Aaron and April before we go back to this, because he just does such. Put up one of your favorites. Look at that.
Oh. The neck will keep him afloat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Andy's brilliant.
I'm going to call Howard, and he would always go leaned to his back where his phone was, which is such a bullying tactic. Because he knows.
What? Tackling? What?
Tackling.
It's a tackling.
He's such a boning Catholic.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's, I'm going to call it out. And he would always go lean to his back where his phone was.
Okay.
Which is such a bullying tactic.
Bullying.
Bowling tactic.
It's a bowling tactic. You see, there was a phone on the 7-pin and a phone on the 10, and you had to turn around and knock them down simultaneously.
There was 3 fingers.
And what a weird detail of like it just solidifies my psycho theory with him, where he's just like, and he always had to lean back to it. Like, who needs that detail?
Well, he didn't want to hurt John's feelings when he told Howard, quote, "The retard is here right now."
There you go. The retard's here. Yeah, come on.
Check out these.
Phone is a bullying tactic for some reason.
Yes.
My office smells like shit. Get in here.
No, John just didn't know that people could afford seats that recline, so he thought it was a bullying tactic.
It's like, wow.
Look at these
This guy
impeccable.
throwing it in my face like that. He's reclined.
You stopped with the perfect neck rolls right there too. They're just one on top of the next.
Oh,
The great Vinny Paulino from the Creep Off and Who Are These Podcasts hit it on the head. He said John's videos, it's like a record. You can drop the needle anywhere, stop it anywhere, and it's a perfect shot.
If you look here, oh shit, go back.
What?
It's a CGI quality bulbous neck.
I'm gonna
just
and he would always
just
go,
that his neck. Look at the bony above and below him in this graphic. It looks exactly like
worry
that.
about. I go, all right, but I'm not really that cool about doing a T-shirt. He goes, oh, that's it.
Look at those, and look like right above him. You know that graphic for the
Oh,
one?
sure, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like bullfrog-esque. He's got the big croak thing going on.
I got a great job as one of the Budweiser frogs.
Yes.
That's my defense mechanism. Tactic.
Oh, it's airbags.
Remember when I spit at Wayne Knight in Jurassic Park?
Oh, yes. Oh.
And he would always go lean to his back where his phone was, which is such a bullying tactic because he knows that I don't want to piss Howard off. And he would say, you know, John, I'm doing this for Howard. I'm doing the favor just for Howard.
Oh, my God.
And he was.
Just right.
I mean,
right to John's face. He's just saying, look, I have to justify working with you, so take the goddamn T-shirt revenue.
This is a favor.
Yes. Yeah. This guy actually gives a shit about you. I don't. So consider this your lucky day.
To represent you. Always would he tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping me down.
No, he was the only. He was the only honest agent in Hollywood.
I mean, you had a real unicorn there, bud.
Honey, I want you to go down on me.
Keeping me down. Another fuck up, idiot. You're keeping me down.
Yeah.
Right, not keeping me down.
Not keeping me shrunk. That's
right.
He always put me in the dryer.
Yeah.
Keeping me modest.
Honey, I downed the kids.
Kept trying to squish my head.
I went down in the burning ring of fire.
Always would he tell me that. Keeping me down. Keeping me down. Making sure my head wouldn't get too big.
That's too late now, isn't it?
Too late.
Way to go, Buckwald. You sure fucked up that one.
The neck did not follow.
You ever look at John? You ever look at John and go, "Thank God Farley didn't make it."
Right. Because your head's covering up half the Hollywood sign. It's big.
It's all
Hollywood.
So,
By the way, if you're just tuning in, this is what bugs John about Hollywood
and agents.
The agents.
The agents.
It's all their fault.
Meanwhile, this is all taking place in New York.
Right.
But he's in Hollywood.
Yes.
Okay.
Hooray for Hollywood.
Don, if you want me to do it, I'll do it.
By the way, next video we watch, like long form like this, we have to start doing prop bets of like how many total face touches, how many
Oh,
total
God.
nose wipes,
Nose wipes,
how many
eye wipes.
total eye wipes,
All right.
over
Get a
under,
fucking bingo
and
board.
Let's get a
Oh,
fucking.
we have a bingo board.
Oh, we do.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. There it is.
No way. Oh, that's
We've
awesome.
done Uncle. You bring in a drink. We can do this on the Jonathan too. When you guys.
Oh, we'll do the drink game with him. Yeah.
Do you
nose touch? Drink.
Now for Howard and Leno, do you just stack them vertically? Because I'm sure they end up way ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
And the first move is always to the ear. Is the first one.
Okay.
Like I would, if you're betting on a football game, like a Super Bowl, what's going to be the first touchdown or whatever?
Yeah,
it's always the ear first.
I did this with a buddy years ago when they had Howard on Demand, and they filmed a special thing with High Pitch Eric sitting in front, just sitting eating chicken wings, and they put a Yule log in front of him, and you can put it on Howard on TV, and it's Eric sitting in front of a fire eating chicken wings, and me and my buddy got so high we started betting on, like, all right, which sauce is he gonna dip it in? Will he dip it in sauce? It was so fun.
Say what you want. That sounds like one of the most wholesome holiday traditions I can think of.
That's wonderful.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was beautiful. Brought
I
a
think
tear
we
to
should
my
do
eye.
that this year.
You know what? The other holiday thing that I always look forward to. Eric still didn't pay me back that money.
Neither did I. We both sent him money, by the way. I sent him 150 too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So neither of us.
We should address that on Maybe Miserable Men.
Oh, Eric's not here right now. Can I get the message?
So we did it, I guess. And I don't know. But
wait to fucking close that story, Strug.
Yeah. Making sure my head wouldn't get too big.
Bringing in for a landing.
So I said, Don, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. So we did it, I guess. And I don't know.
Lucky Don.
Perfect. All right. Well, that was your story, guys.
Boy, I hope the guy with the memory. Yeah, it might have happened. It might not have. I don't know.
Ask me about T-shirts when I'm on stage at the end of the show. I'll do this one on the Q&A. It'll be good. Wow.
It's nice to know that it's not just us John exhausts with his stories. It's also him.
But what happened to the shirt?
Yeah. He's like, why am I listening to myself? And that's the end.
What a crock of shit.
But I digress.
But Don did say to me, and by the way, why did you do that Golden State Insurance commercial? Why didn't you give that to me? I go, oh, really? I didn't know. I didn't even think about it.
You didn't know that your agent is supposed to be involved in a commercial you're going to be doing?
To get you more money?
Should maybe know about it.
Oh, yeah, there's the
Mensa
Mensa card.
guy. And this is the guy that says, I feel weird about selling a T-shirt of me to people, but I don't feel weird about ripping my agent off of 10% and doing a gig behind his back.
And didn't he start this whole thing by wondering, how the hell has he been through so many agents?
Yes, all 14 of them.
Yeah.
Well, exhibit A, B, C, and D are in the first 12 minutes.
Wow.
They just called him as a salesman, from our station. I didn't think that I would come to you with that.
What a fucking lying sack of shit.
This reminds
he knew
me
exactly what he was doing.
It reminds me of the great Yankees behind home plate ticket saga that he had with Howard, where he plays stupid in front of Howard. He's like, oh, I didn't know I couldn't use your listeners to mooch free shit.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I can see the commercial. Like a good neighbor, can I have some beer?
And Don said, I don't want anything to do with your band gigs or anything else, but if it's anything like this, I don't want anything to do with your band. But if anything, just
nobody did.
Yeah, neither did the listeners.
The people at the VFW didn't want anything to do with your band either.
No thanks.
Yeah, I would have rather signed John Bon Jovi. Remember he said that?
We have a picture of John Bon Jovi that we can.
Oh, we've got one.
You saw?
He
John
sent, John Bon Jovi to get lessons from and somebody else.
The same vocal coach, John.
There he is.
John Bon Jovi. Yeah,
I
that
agree.
Man. Comes down the pike on a radio kind of nature or film, or TV.
We know how it works.
Yeah. Wait.
Explain it to yourself, stupid.
Did he say TB or TV?
Yeah, he contracted tuberculosis.
I think he got tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, odds are I will get that again.
Yeah.
It gets clogged right here.
Guys, I have to move to a drier climate. I'll tell you later.
Know where he is in the entire climate.
I got two cores, one for each of you.
He just needs his green screen to move to a drier climate. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with your band, but if anything, just like comes down the pike in on a radio kind of nature or film, or TV. That's when you call
TV. He forgot Vision, and he got Tele out, and then he came back to TV.
It's television.
Tele-TV. I got a job as one of the Teletubbies.
How great would that be? He's an extra.
I don't want to do anything with your band, Hack Sabbath.
Comes down the pike in on a radio kind of nature or film, or
Vision.
TV.
Come on.
That's when you call me.
TV.
You got it.
Yeah, the last thing I want to do is piss off Don Buchwald because Don Buchwald's Howard's agent. Howard's had him for a long time. I don't want that. I don't want the word getting back to Howard that I'm a pain in the ass. So I just Don.
You were hiding it from Howard so very well.
God forbid.
Yeah, you didn't want the word to get back that day that you were a pain in the ass.
I'm still a kid, guys.
Yeah, I'm 22, 23, 24.
28. Oh.
Yeah, I'm just a kid with gray hairs on his nuts. That's all. I mean, what do you want from me?
I was doing the interviews, and I once called Don, and I said to Don,
he should have titled this "What Bugs Me About Hollywood Agent" and leave the S off.
Just the one.
Just Don's the star of this fucking episode.
Hey man, I'm getting I'm always in the papers, and you think you can book me on David Letterman or Joan Rivers?
Yeah, because that's how everyone gets booked on Letterman and Joan Rivers is just by asking.
You've got to be in the papers too.
Oh God! Hey, tell Don it's John, the guy who backdoored the deal behind his back. Yeah, tell him I'm on the phone. I want to get on Letterman. What a fucking idiot!
Yeah, I'm not on a T-shirt, but I'm on your nerves.
Right. He doesn't want to sell T-shirts, but here I am.
Sorry, can't book you tonight, John. We got Rupert the deli guy. We are full up. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah. I could do Larry Bud Melman. Just give me a chance.
I mean, I could start at Stupid Pet Tricks and work my way up.
You're not taking advantage of the stuttering John phenomenon.
Right. I'm in the papers a lot, says a stuttering idiot knocked out by a woman. He goes, I'm in the papers a lot. Can we play that into something?
Conan's got a masturbating bear. Hell, I'll come on TV and jerk off.
I can do this.
I think we bring back the guy living under the stairs, and I really live under the stairs. I will move in.
I'm a method actor.
It's me.
I'm a method.
Was the 12:30 show. This is Don's exact words to me.
Who is this?
What's that smell?
How did you get this number?
Leave show business.
Oh, man.
Don goes, we sell pizzas now, and hung up.
No habla inglés.
Wrongo numero. I love Don's answers better than all the ones we just came up with, by the way.
I will, and Don said to me, I'll take a medium pepperoni. Thank you.
Do you know who I am?
No El Spico hero.
Thank you.
I'm always in the papers, and you think you can book me on David Letterman or Joan Rivers?
Fuck.
David Letterman was the 12:30 show. This is Don's exact words to me.
Fuck no.
Hold on. I want you to hear this. This is great. Hold on.
David Letterman was the 12:30 show. This is Don's exact words to me. What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
Again, it's just Don being remarkably honest.
He's just self-aware. Hey,
Right.
That's your
saving
agent.
you.
That's the guy who knows what you're good at and where to put you and what to send you out for. And his response is, "What are you going to do?"
This guy was your saving grace, man.
But I showed Don Buchwald. I showed him how I can make it look like I'm actually taking my thumb off.
Watch me pull this potato out of my ear.
I know the guests come out on this. I come out the other side, but I tap Dave on the other shoulder, and then I put my finger out, and when he turns, boom, comedy gold. You'll run it for 20 years.
Yep.
Yeah. What did you answer?
That was it.
That was it. Nothing.
That was John's big defense of himself, was him going, Don raised a really good point, and then I hung up the phone.
What can you
And
do?
I said, all right. And then I went on about my day. Fair enough was my response.
For his birthday shows, I meet a guy named Michael.
Let's hear how John schnurred his way in with this relation.
He goes, John, I'm friends with this guy, a young upstart at Atlantic Records, Craig Kalman. Craig's looking to sign new acts.
New axe.
I'll put you in touch with him. Sure. I meet with Craig. He's like, hey, I like.
Did he get the name wrong, Stud Joe?
I met
or
with-
is that just my imagination?
No, I think that's the right name.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just, do you have any tape? Do you have any band? I go, yeah, here's my demo.
He has it on him at all times, by the way.
Him in that fucking
Pulls it
ear.
out of a neck fold.
Yeah. Let me just take it off this lanyard. And give it to you.
3 days later,
Ears and eyes, chin and nose, chin and...
I gave him my demo, and they said, we're going to have to pass. We got this hot kid out of Kansas named Richard Christie. He's pretty good.
Mike, I love your idea. John revamps himself as a kid singer.
Oh, there you go. Still the kid at heart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dandruff on my shirt is my friend. Dun, dun, whatever.
We can learn about vegetables from the things I pull out of my orifices.
The album's called We Were Kids.
We were kids. I'm still a kid.
a week later, I don't hear from Craig. I call Craig up.
He sounds like he's holding his nose together when he answers the phone and using an accent.
Hey, Craig, I was just wondering. Now, you can imagine how OCD I am in this phone call. I go, Craig, I was just wondering, did you like the demo?
He hasn't heard from the guy in a week. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it made a great coaster.
Can you imagine calling somebody to ask if they liked your demo?
You never want to hear that answer.
You never want to hear that.
No. If you got
It's very nice to do lines off.
Yeah. If you got to call and ask, they didn't like it.
Right, don't call.
He goes, John, you gave me a blank tape.
I'm an asshole.
Oh, sorry. Those are the ones I sell after the shows.
That was actually just his way of letting him down easy.
Yeah.
Right. So the moral of that story is fuck Don Buchwald.
This fucking agent, man.
Feel free to super chat, people. This is the last day before the end of the month.
Oh, that somehow makes me sad.
So then I meet Craig's girlfriend at the time, Isabel.
Tried to
There
fuck
you
her.
go. Right. He tries to fuck everybody's girlfriend or wife, by the way. So heads up, April.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to keep my alerts about me.
Oh my God, we should have her set up to hit him up.
That's
There you
not the
go.
first
I'm a
time
big
somebody.
fan.
Yeah, that's not the first time somebody suggested that.
Yeah, because we did this on Kid Chris's show with somebody on the show. We did this, and it's fucking killer when they fall for it. Because he's going to fall for it.
Does he?
Because she has an account. Just change she has numbers, and basically you take off all the stuff about it, and then you send them, hey, I'm a big fan. Just started at that.
All we need is just a couple pictures, April. We'll set up the account ourselves. We don't need to get
Very interesting. You know what? I'll get right on that.
Women's got important stuff going on. What are you going to bother? Flat-shouldered idiot.
There, I just John
likes to know these things. So
did you send some pictures?
I just sent them to Shuli. Are you okay that it's from the keepsafe file?
I totally am.
Okay,
that's
good,
actually
good.
the only pictures I want Shuli to see.
Yeah,
they're my best.
John actually, Bob was going through a bad time with his girlfriend at the time, and John, friend that he is, asked, "Does she have a good body?"
Yeah.
And then
and invited her to stay with her for 3 days in LA.
What a gigantic piece of shit.
Can you imagine staying with John for a minute?
And then he's telling me, you don't understand what a friend is. He's telling me, and I'm like, just sitting and waiting.
When Bob started doing the Uncle Rico show, John DMs him and go, "I thought you were my friend. You know nothing about friendship."
Oh my
the guy
God.
who tried to fuck his wife.
Yeah.
Seems a little
I'm head
dangerous.
and his shoulders above everybody.
That's right.
Karen, from the Channel 9 show. And he goes, John, I'll consider you signing you, but I got to see you live. So I had a show.
So anyway, the next agent.
So my roaches carried me in.
Jesus.
So I asked the guy, can you book us a gig then?
Book the kid.
Do open mics at a brewery count.
It looks like the guy doesn't want to do anything with it. He goes, the tape's blank. And then he goes, here's another tape. He goes, I got to see it live. Because he's like, there's no way these guys are booking a live show. Everything he's trying, John's figuring out.
Yeah. So me, Karen, Craig and Isabel take my 5.0 Mustang LX.
All right.
Enough with the humble brags.
Well, sorry, I couldn't hear what he was saying over April's pussy getting soaking wet.
It is a slip and slide. I'm sorry.
5.0 LX reference.
Oh, Christ, I thought I left the faucet on upstairs.
I'm looking forward to our date, okay?
Yeah. Meanwhile, it looks like a 5.0 XXL these days.
XXXL.
Craig and Isabel take my 5.0 Mustang LX to October's in New Jersey. Let me tell you something.
We drove to a month. That's how fucking crazy I am.
I still have a 5.0, only now it's my blood alcohol content.
The O fell off, so it's a 5. Right now.
The place was packed. There was a line out the door. They couldn't get everybody in. They were turning people away. It was like 400 people there. How great for a showcase for then Vice President of Atlanta.
What the fuck was that move? What was that under the
ever
eye?
itched you ever? This part of your fucking
Under your eyebrow.
Does this
I've
itch?
never itched under my eyebrow.
You know, sometimes you get those like ones that curl under and tickle you. Oh.
To see me perform in front of all these people who were all Stuttering John fans.
And then I realized I forgot the instruments.
But I said it's not
Acapulco.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It turns out at the Chili's that night, it was karaoke night. So,
so I get up there, playing. The band were playing great songs.
The crowd's chanting, "Where's Howard?"
I was telling jokes in between sets. People were loving it. I even had a couple of joke songs that I did. I would do it.
I mean, they were all Weird Al Yankovic's, but I sang them.
I owned him as
Rico,
mine.
the man, said they call that the 7-chin inch.
7 inch.
Oh God!
Really goofing on myself on a Stern show.
All right, who's the drunkest motherfucker here tonight? The drunkest.
By the way, can I just give a shout out to Stud Joe? I mean, where the hell do you find this
Where do
footage,
you-
my friend? Holy
This is
moly.
incredible.
The man is a researcher.
Bow,
He's
sir.
good.
Yeah.
Come on, any show of hands? All right, you in the back there. This is going to you, all right?
Oh yeah.
So I got a really good joke for you, but don't get offended, whatever you do. How do you keep a drunk fucking suspense?
I'll tell you what.
I wish this
wow,
ended
Louie,
like
Louie.
a Great White concert.
I couldn't. Aaron, you have some competition now.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that
I
date.
did not know he wrote Louie Louie. See, I learned something.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Mike, you know this too. I mean, like when somebody's coming to sign a band, they're going to say, hey, play those originals for me. Maybe that, you're not going to be doing
No, I think they
covers.
say play the song that every garage band plays the first time they ever actually play together. I think that's what they want to hear.
I wish he was in a garage band and he closed the garage door and started the car.
Started the car up. Yeah.
And now, smoke on the water. 2, 3, 4.
Come on, everybody out there, go dun dun dun. Come on, let me hear you.
Let me see your lighters. Put your lighters up.
Sweet Jenny. See my cherry pie. I can't really sing this.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Well, you had it. You had it for a little bit.
And it kills. I kill.
The joke kills, by the way.
After that,
what's he
Yeah.
doing with his
Oh,
Oh, he looks so much prettier now.
He's getting ready to run. He's making
So
himself
pretty.
aerodynamic.
Aerodynamic.
It looks like he's
there you
about
go.
to suck some guy's cock.
Well, you got to get it out of the way
His hair back.
first. Yeah.
I got to get agent number 19.
Don't you guys know how that works?
Hold on a second. Let me put that little thing in my hair and fucking tie it up in the back so I can suck your cock.
The man bun.
No
That's the
stickies for
prettiest
me.
thing he's ever done. That was
Do that
beautiful.
again. I gotta see that. That's the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of it.
and it kills. I kill. After that, Greg and I are hanging out. It's like,
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me hard.
It looked like the second one kind of turned him on a little bit.
I know. You could feel that one.
Watch his eyes open up on the second one.
and it kills.
It's like he touched a G spot on himself. Watch it.
I kill.
Watch this one.
After that,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Jesus.
You guys, if I ever do that, that's definitely a turn on sign.
I had an epiphany. I had a thing.
Hold on, guys. I gotta change the drip pan down here. I gotta. Holy shit!
Definitely a little,
Why don't you just ring her out? You know?
He'll have to later. We have to shampoo
Go do
the
that
carpets.
later.
we are hanging out. It's like 3 in the morning at that time, 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I should have given you this warning. After this show, nobody wants to fuck.
No.
Whoever watched it, whoever's on
No,
it,
no sultry time.
everybody just needs some time to themselves. After
You need
an
a
episode.
shower. Right?
You do.
And we're hanging out front of somewhere. I forget if we went out to like a diner or breakfast.
You forgot.
Wow,
I thought you remember everything.
Yeah, Mr.
Well,
Steel Trap.
He probably forgot because he didn't pay, so he remembered that, and then all of a sudden he forgot.
That makes sense.
But I remember we were on
Because
in
when
the
he's
parking lot
paid,
or sitting down.
he never forgets. He's always mentioned when he's paid.
Oh, yeah.
Countless
And how
clips of
much?
him throwing that in Grillo's face. So
down. And Craig says to me, I'm going to sign you. I'm going to sign you to an EP. EP is like 5 songs. So the day I'm going to sign the contract, or the day before,
They yell April Fools.
John, I sell TVs. To tell you the truth, I don't do anything.
We can't sign kids.
I thought you knew by the card, Dave Thomas. I'm a Wendy's owner. I don't.
no. Even though I don't want, I'm afraid Don's going to, I swear to you, I was afraid Don was going to try and screw it up. But I said, let me just tell Don what's going on. So I go to Don's office.
So this is deal number 2. He's gone behind his back and hasn't included him in.
This really, yeah.
And I'll tell you what John's going to say is he said he didn't want anything to do with my music. That means booking your band in shitty bars. That doesn't mean you signing a deal for an album.
Yeah, he's the king of playing dumb like that, though. I mean, it's every time he could possibly be at fault for something, it's always, What? Me? I didn't know.
This is really just the Dawn episode. There's no agents. It's just
this
Dawn.
is the agent.
I'm telling you, it's the whole episode.
It's impressive.
No, I think I call him. Not. Yeah, I think I call him.
No, I sent a carrier pigeon.
I like how he puts
I
this
sent a
up.
Raven.
Like in the middle of this fucking story, he puts up Kenny Powers, $2 super chat. Georgia -3 tonight versus Alabama. Who you got?
I guarantee he's gonna get Kenny. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
I have a whole thing about that.
Kenny Powers, thanks for the first super chat, Georgia.
Oh, that's why he put it up. It was the first one.
Oofa. Wow, we're
That's a rough
40 minutes
night.
in. Oofa.
40 minutes in, and it's $2, and it's about a football game. It has nothing to do with what he's talking about.
I don't mean to brag, but after
Why,
YouTube's
you
cut,
should-
that's $1.40.
No Coors tonight.
You should have gone with that T-shirt deal.
Yeah, really.
-3 tonight at Alabama. Who you got? I have Georgia ready for a beer with the guy from the pub.
That's how sad that guy's life is he doesn't have money to bet, but he does have beer to bet.
And if I run out of beer, I can just go to my Mexican neighbor and get some seltzers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no kidding.
Obi-Wan, you're my only hope.
Oh, I was gonna sign that day. I go. I'm gonna go sign. I got a record deal.
What was that?
I want a show with just all this. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is
Please.
good.
Well,
Oh,
that's
was
always
it
where the
on that?
lie. That's always where the lie comes in, right? Is when you
Yes,
start
yeah.
a
doing
lot of his tells, it looks like a dry heave, but that's actually a tell where he's about to lie.
Day. I go. I'm gonna go sign. I got a record deal.
What the fuck?
Oh, every time it happens, I cross my fingers and just go stroke, 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 stroke.
Well, he's had two, so
Yeah,
Every
I've
time
Choking
my
on something.
every time my dog does that, I go, honey, did you give him a chicken bone?
I've made that sound after one too many Jaegers. And you're just
Yeah.
like,
I did that when I seen that woman's vagina in Cleveland.
Akron. It was Akron,
Oh
Ohio.
yeah.
A lot of
I
ladies.
remember
Very-
China. It haunts me.
A lot of
They're
ladies
very
make that sound with
sloppy
dicks
down
in the
there.
mouth.
Oh, it looked like an 18-wheeler's fucking flaps
Yeah.
down this woman, and Bob just ate blue cheese out of there and
Oh.
said
yeah.
goodnight to the audience and then vomited all
Oh my
over the
God.
He
Pretty
still,
cool.
Oh.
He still
It
can't
was-
watch that fucking Star Wars scene with the Sarlacc pit. It's still he can't do it.
All right, we
What's
officially.
great is he was so hammered. I made sure that he wouldn't see it till after he got done eating the blue cheese out of there. And then when he had the blue cheese all over his face, he goes, "You guys been great. Good night." I go and I point. I go, "Look," and you just see these meat flaps, and he just goes
Oh.
and just throws up.
It looked like a stingray trying to swim away.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Her pussy killed Steve Irwin.
That's what it looked like.
It killed me that night.
This is an exact replica. Show it again, Mike. This is what it looks like.
Guys, we officially dried up over here.
Oh, too bad. Oh man.
Let's get
Yikes.
you going again, sweetheart.
Let's get it going again.
He goes, what? Come into my office. I go, all right. And I knew he was pissed, so I called Craig. Craig, can we postpone the signing until tomorrow? Freaking Ahmet Artigan is going to be at the signing. Freaking president of Atlantic Records. He's going to be there.
Like anybody watching going, Ahmet,
Wow, he made it.
The Ahmet?
Yeah, I thought it was a stutter.
Yeah.
I
Better have the
did
last
too.
name of Zappa if you want somebody to remember that fucking
You
guy.
know, the genius that's right now, basically a car salesman, guarantee it, that he is. Like, if we look up his name right now and see what he is.
Right.
Oh, my God. I guarantee. With a decision like this, come on.
Yeah.
Atlantic, this guy is no longer with them.
No.
Well, he's dead, but
No, but he wasn't with them 10
Dead.
years
Well,
after.
technically,
Well,
Bob,
no,
he's no
he was-
longer
he-
with
he
any
was-
of
he
us.
was-
No, he's in a better place.
He felt bad about the decision he made, and he took his own life.
He
from what I heard.
carved Anat was here and then hung himself.
I'm sorry.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he left a manifesto apologizing for John's album.
Cool it was. With all the our people, all the executives. So I go in Don's office And Don literally circles me, screaming at the top of his lungs, screaming at me, freaking demeaning me, fucking calling me every name in the book as he walks around.
He didn't call you talented.
No.
Yes.
I mean, what your boss did 7 days a week, 5 days a week on the radio?
He was
the pattern.
He was demeaning me. John, he just played your demo. I said what I said.
Yeah, right.
The whole I'm going to call Howard bit, everything. Screaming and yelling. I go, well, Don, if you want, I postponed it if you want to go through this then. I didn't know you wanted anything to do with my band. That's what you told me.
There you go.
I told you. I told you. I know this fucking guy.
Care. He just wanted to fucking take it out on me, all his anger.
Always
And
the
he
victim.
screamed at me.
You have to be.
He leaves out the part where he fucked up, and it's always these people just came after me out of the blue.
Right. For no
reason.
Shuli, I do believe he Jewed over his agent.
He did. He did. Twice. Jude squared his agent.
Oh,
And that
Jude
is,
squared.
That's an NB. No bueno, my friend.
Don then did not represent me anymore.
No fucking story. Well, listen. If you just tuned in, that was part one of what bugs me about Hollywood agents. And we only got to one agent so far, Don Buchwald.
Just one.
And we haven't heard much about Hollywood, mostly John and his Stern Show days and his album and stuff. But I'm sure we will get to it. We will keep exploring. And the highlight for me tonight, having Aaron and April join us.
Hell yeah.
Long overdue. Please
Yeah.
promote all your stuff. I watch religiously, Steel Toe Morning Show. Go ahead and
Thank
plug
you,
your
buddy.
stuff.
Well,
That's an
first of
honor.
all, since we're kind of simulcasting here, I want everyone to go subscribe to Uncle Rico's Patreon right now, the Uncle
Absolutely.
Rico Show on Patreon. And then, of course, the Steel Toe Morning Show, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time on YouTube, Steel Toe Morning Show channel, Monday through Friday. And then Monday through Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. And I really want people to follow this saga you guys are doing because I believe in part 2, John tells us how he became a cast member of Pirates of the Caribbean, just playing one of those Flying Dutchman cast members as they come out of the water.
The extras.
Fucking starfish falls off of his face, and they didn't have to do any makeup with him.
The shirts look the same.
He looks like the fucking he looks like the Frederica Bimmel body they pulled out in Silence of the Lambs when they pulled it out of the river. I want them to pull a fucking butterfly from his throat.
Oh, yeah.
Nice pull there. Nice.
And I listen every morning now, and I love the show. You guys do a great show. You do it, and I listen between shows at night too. So it's like it gives me things to do that I enjoy because I totally TV is just if it wasn't sports or fucking midget shows, I would get rid of it.
Yeah.
Well, we love to hear it.
midget sports.
I tell you what, we'll get a midget. And you can get rid of the TV.
There you go.
We'll compromise. And that means a lot coming from you guys. You know, obviously coming up in broadcasting, a lot of it was watching you guys, you know, obviously in your different endeavors and Howard and all that. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. This is an absolute honor.
It's no denying we were cult icons for a while there. Bob.
I do
The true
phenomenon.
ones.
The Shuli phenomenon, they used to call it.
Phenomenon.
Yeah. Hey, we can't thank you guys enough for doing this.
This is fun.
And please do it again with us, and we'll talk more about
Absolutely.
the Jonathan. And we hit 1,000 subscribers on Patreon, by the way, so we're going to LA.
Nice.
We're going to make a stop at Pickwick Pub.
Congratulations.
Very cool.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And I don't know how tickets are going. I keep hearing different things. People keep trying to say that it's sold out, StutJohnCon and everything. Dabbler Con.
DabblerCon.
It's got 17 different names. DabbleCon, I think, is what it is. WATPlive.com. There are some tickets available, but a lot of the VIP stuff is pretty much almost sold out. I think
we might have to grab our tickets pretty soon then here because we'd love to come up for that.
Yes.
That sounds like a blast.
You don't get tickets. You come. You don't buy.
Just get out here.
We take it out of Mike's money. Come on.
Well, he doesn't need anything.
Now you see, April, that's how you do that in this business.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's
offer
right.
to buy, and then you take it from them.
I'm picking up on it.
Right.
Man is
What
good.
bugs me about podcasting? The Jews. Yes, we'd love to have you guys. You're more than welcome.
God,
You're
that'd
part
be
of this
so fun.
family.
You got to meet everybody. Once you meet everybody and the fans, it's just like it's going to be. Believe me, everyone's gonna. It's going to feel like a family reunion that's good, like a white family reunion.
A very white one.
Can we get the black family reunion food? I mean, let's just take the best of both worlds.
Yes, I agree.
We're trying to get bologna sandwiches, but they have food there, so we're going to see if they can put on the menu for that night. Bologna, what else? Bologna sandwiches.
Sponsored by Coors. Yeah.
Well, I forget the fan who came up with it, but a fan came up with, this is the greatest, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast beef sandwiches.
That would be great.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right, guys. Eso, Stud Joe, we love you guys, man. Thank you so much for all that you do. You guys are killing it. Check out Steel Toe every morning. Follow their YouTube, the Shuli Show on YouTube to catch live Uncle Rico shows we're doing. The Shuli Show on Patreon to sign up for the Uncle Rico Show. Miserable Men Patreon. We're doing it all, and we're adding, starting December 5th, Bob and I will be doing a show in the daytime, 3 days a week, called Fuck Steel Toe. So we're going to start.
In which way?
Yeah, we are starting December 5th. So a lot of stuff happening. And thanks for all the support and the love. And we'll see you guys soon. Eso, let's go.
Dance us out.
No, I didn't
There
have to
we
play
go.
the news song that we played.
The BS show is coming back.
The BS show returns.
Cool.
That's me laughing.
And we're out.
And we're out.
Oh, fun time.
All right.
Oh my God.
Thanks, guys. We're going to go wrap up our thing
Thank you
here.
so much.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah,
Incredible
have fun.
fun.
All right.
We'll see you soon. I'll be
See you
listening
soon.
tomorrow. Wow, that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
There we go. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Wow, they ended us like right on time. Oh my God, I have to throw out a bunch of thank yous. We have an hour and a half of chat that we have to catch up with.
Way too much fun.
I hope you guys enjoyed
My cheeks
the
hurt.
Uncle Rico appearance. I have to thank Fred for $200 a super chat.
Dude.
Says just simply, John is gross.
Thank
which
you
is,
so much.
By the way, guys,
It's not only generous but correct.
that puts us not only knocks out Wednesday's goal, but also puts us $5 ahead for Thursday. So
You
thank
guys.
Fred. That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
I can't get, if we missed super chats and stuff, I couldn't have this up while we were doing Uncle Rico and also be able to let you guys see what was going on here.
We had to miss all of it, but that was so much fun.
So I'm really sorry. I see that Mitch became a member. Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. If anyone else threw out super chats and all that while we were doing it, look, I'll go back maybe in the chat, throw out a few thank yous and stuff. I can't. Someone said you missed a $500 Fred dono.
There's no way.
Fred, that's far too fucking nice. If you
Did
did
that happen?
Fred, we'd have to get your contact information.
Please.
Because we need to send you a shitload of, what do you
Merch.
call it? Shitload of
Can
merch.
somebody please put my information in the chat so that Fred can reach me, please?
Yeah, Fred,
One of the
contact. We have a
mods.
VIP program on this show where anyone who contributes $250 in a 7-day period
It's incredible.
gets 3 of our T-shirts, our hoodies. You get entered in a $100 drawing every month. Live events, you get 2 free tickets. Of course, we're in Minnesota, so kind of depends on where you are.
You can always come, though.
By the way, January 21st, Partners Pub in Sartell. We're going to be doing a stand-up show. I'll tell Corey about it. He's not obligated to come.
But more than welcome. He'll be missed.
But more than welcome. I don't want him to feel, because I know that those, no matter how much we pay him, those cost him money.
Everything's really expensive
to do. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to our live stream here, and I might be able to see Fred's super chat if I do the replay.
If there was a $500, I don't even know.
I just want to make sure I thank the fucking guy. But
can somebody find that for us?
Oh, no, you know what? The chat doesn't go back that far on here either.
It's really hard, I know.
Well, shit, you know what I'll do? I'll go back and check it after the show's over.
Did somebody put my info in there at least?
Yeah, throw April's info in there, and then she'll Fred, get in touch with April, send her all your stuff, and that's remarkably generous of you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And Carl from Who Are These Podcasts is here. I do want to talk to Shuli after we hang this all up for the night and ask him what he wants me to do with this episode, because I don't want to. He let us simulcast it because we all wanted to do the show together tonight.
Yep.
But I don't feel right. You know, they got the Patreon and everything. I don't feel right keeping his show on our show.
If you think about it this way, we're also promoting his Patreon if we do end up posting it.
David says, tough time keeping up with real comics, guys. LOL. I thought the whole show was very, very good.
I thought that went very well.
I thought it was great. I
don't like that we have to say that.
You're not gonna outdo Shuli and Bob on shitting on Stuttering Sean. You're just trying.
God.
Here's what you're doing. It's like you're sparring with a world champion. You're just trying not to get knocked on your ass.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
I was honored just to be there. I love those guys.
All right. Someone says you cannot end this right now, Aaron. I can't?
We can't. I mean,
there's
a show coming in the morning.
We haven't been talking to you guys this entire time. So maybe we should hang out with you guys for a couple minutes here. I do have tomorrow's show all prepped. And we haven't really done any of our stuff tonight. We did a little bit of it, I suppose.
God, that was so much fun.
Let me just catch up on some thank yous here before we do head out. Thank you very much to Samuel, and for the $10 and $15 from Ethan. He says, buy Casey's for tomorrow's show. All right. Well, you guys are...
Well, thank you so much.
You guys are very kind. Follow...
I'll bring the boys Casey's, I guess.
Follow Carl. Of course, there's Who Are These Podcasts in the chat. Subscribe to them.
Yes.
Patreon, Uncle Rico Show, Patreon, Who Are These Podcasts? I think they just put a Chad bonus thing up today.
Miserable Men Show.
Miserable Men Show, Levy Land on YouTube.
Sounds like they're starting a new Shit on Steel Toe show.
Shit on Steel. I ask you to join the Shit on Steel Toe show.
Of course.
And also, you don't need to subscribe to Chad Zumach's Patreon. I've got that covered for you. Yes, Carl's right. Okay, there we go. Chad bonus today. Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I still have to listen to that because I was listening to Carl's recent YouTube upload of them going over an old Chad Zumach stand-up clip.
It's too good.
And again, it was once again one of those things where I was like, oh, we were going to do that one night. We forgot to do that one. And then I watched Carl do it, and then I go, I'm glad we didn't do it.
It wouldn't have been as good.
Wouldn't have been as good. It was
Carl's a pro.
Very, very good. A lot of our shit, when we do Chad, or when Who Are These Podcasts does Chad, it's always, let's make this really funny. Whereas when Steel Toe does Chad, it's 50%, let's try to make this funny, and then 50%, let's try to annoy the living dog fuck out of Chad.
Let's make him bite that invisible upper lip.
Exactly. We're going to tear off the rest of it. I want him to get to his fucking nostrils by the time we're done with him.
Just wait.
Scott Richard Staska says, I don't want to be rude, but those tidbits make me realize how spoiled we've been. You guys are leagues above them, but I felt like held back. No, Shuli and Bob, You're absolutely wrong. You got to watch more Uncle Rico. You got to definitely watch more Bob Levy and Shuli. Those guys
they're wonderful.
Top of the mountain, man. Those guys worked on the greatest radio show of all time.
Something to strive for.
A decade or more.
Yeah.
Shuli and Bob. So they're
just good guys too.
Yeah, very, very
my
good.
God.
Yeah, Shuli, Bob, Carl, Gino, Anthony, Chrissy, Frank. I mean,
fucking sweetie pies.
They couldn't be nicer.
Anthony.
To this. I thought I said that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I said it twice just for a good measure.
Opie has been great and very...
What the hell you say?
And one person who's been great to us just by virtue of not shitting on us, Kevin Brennan.
Oh, yeah. No. Kevin, I really want to love Kevin.
With Kevin Brennan, when he brings your show up and he doesn't say you suck, you're like, yes! That's worth like 50 attaboys from Anthony Cumia.
That's kind of how I felt when he said, oh, I was listening to this clip and the girl didn't talk too much. And I'm like, you know what? That's better than him just saying I'm a hole or something.
Exactly.
You're fine.
Chris says Aaron is an old school bully. He wants to laugh, but he also wants a small piece of your soul. Right. I want trophies.
Aaron wants tears.
I want a little piece of
He
who
has
you
his own
are.
trail of tears.
I'm like Borat at the garage sale. I'm like, you will give me your tears, Gypsy.
Yes,
I just
that
want
is
some
you.
tears. Brian says if I'm spending $500, then I want nudes and butthole pics, and April can do stuff also.
We've got all of it.
Oh, yes, and how dare I forget Mike Morris. I'm really sorry. Redface says Mike Morris is the key to the Uncle Rico show. They're all great.
Yeah.
They're
Mike
all
was
great.
awesome. That was actually my first interaction with Mike, and I loved him. It was pretty great.
Were you nervous?
I do this thing where I, you know how like you've probably watched more of them than I ever have?
Yeah,
I
sure.
go into this thing where I try really hard not to be starstruck and just have fun. And it works out for me. I really enjoy that.
Oh, Fred, you are too goddamn kind. He says, April, I DM'd you on Twitter. Instead of sending me the T-shirts, do a giveaway with them, paying it forward.
Really?
All right.
Oh,
Thursday
do
or
it.
Friday's show, we'll give away Fred's VIP
Thank
if
you,
he's bound
Fred.
and determined to do it. Fred, technically you've purchased 2 VIPs,
But
so...
you do still deserve some merch. So if you'd still like to send me your size and your info, I'll send it to you.
Rusty Grammar says, Aaron, can we turn up the anti-Semitic-fortism up a notch tomorrow? Can't do it in front of Shuli.
I mean, yeah, Shuli gets to do it.
Shuli loves
But we-
the Jew stuff.
We don't.
Scott Richard Staska says, no, he didn't give the 500. Oh, was that somebody else? Oh, then we need to get in touch with them, too.
Okay.
I don't see a 500 up there.
Whoever did 500, I think removed it because it would have stayed up there.
You're right. It would still be up there. I think you guys are fucking with
Fred says he's too fat for merch. You're never too fat for merch. I have given away 6X merch. I promise you're not too fat.
Yeah.
There's no way you're bigger than 6X.
Oh, boy. I think he's saying that he hates your merchandise. I do. I think he's saying
Maybe
the
he
same
does,
thing.
and he's trying to let us down.
He's just a really nice guy. That's all. All right. Oh, my God. What if Fred's just a serial baby killer trying to make himself feel better? I mean, these are always possibilities.
If you're going to make yourself feel better, do it here.
If you need to cleanse your soul,
Do it through steel toes.
consider me Peter Popoff. Who are these podcasts? Says that's Vinny's size. Oh, well, should be sending Vinny shit
you know
anyway.
What? I can do it all. Send me your information.
Did we ever send Carl stuff?
Carl never gave me his info.
Carl, get her your goddamn
get
info. What the
messaging
fuck's
me.
the matter with you?
Why do you only text Aaron, huh? Just kidding. Send me your info. I'll hook you up.
Are you saying 6X is fat, says Citizen M? Not
No.
Barry Body Positivity. Chrissy will be hurt.
I only go 4X and up. I'm just kidding.
All right, guys. Thank you all very, very much. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us during an odd... This is a first time doing this kind of shows, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Someone says we hit our evening show record of 416 today.
Really?
It's very strange. The morning shows all of a sudden in the 600s.
God, this is
Evening
nuts.
shows now where the morning shows used to be.
It's humbling.
So make sure that you hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate all of that stuff, guys.
Smash it.
And we will go to bed now. Carl says, I don't want to be swatted.
You can't get swatted by texting me. It's okay.
He's saying if he sends us his address, we're going to swat him.
Give me a good old P.O. box.
Remember, we did it.
It was our
You
fault.
forget that. All right, guys, take it easy. We appreciate it. We will talk to you. Corey and I will talk to you tomorrow morning, bright and early.
With Casey's Pizza.
With Casey's Pizza at 6 a.m. Central Time. April, thank you very much.
Thanks, boss.
We'll talk to you tomorrow, guys.